a number of games. There have been a few teams that have opted out, but by and large, most teams participating and everybody looking to advance as these football playoffs are underway. You mentioned it in your interview as the crowd gets on its feet. The Hornets hustle onto the field. I think the excitement of just having some normalcy of having a football game on a Friday night, the playoffs, all that stuff, just excited to be able to continue to participate.
That for sure, to have a home game to boot. And it's not, November 20th is not a normal date that we've been playing here, so it's really nice just to get that new experience as well. The field, I was just getting a field report from Coach Ryan Clemens. The field in good shape. It's brown because the Bermuda grass goes dormant, so it's sort of yellowish and brown, but the field, the footing, been told, is good. So the guys are out there ready about 3 minutes before kickoff. Again, you're listening to the Brookshire Construction pregame show. We talk about our common opponent, Monroe County. We've played them already once back on October 16th. That doesn't seem like a month ago, Coach, but it does in a way too. Beat them that night, 32-0 right here on the field. Monroe County's coming in here at 3-3 on the season, 2-2 in district. Monroe County led by their quarterback, John Harlan. He also their second leading rusher, so Harlan, man to stop, number 4. Also number 2, Jordan Page, the leading rusher for the Hornets, 368 yards on the year, 61 yards a game. We saw him here getting looking good in the last game. Peyton Knutson also and Jamison Pruitt are the receiving leaders for Monroe County. Pruitt with 126 yards through the air, Knutson with 97.
For our guys, it's going to be Gabe Zummerly, it's going to be Peyton Dial, Sawyer Emmons, Wyatt Bly, the regular cast and crew, and then, of course, I think where the advantage lies for us in multiple places, but especially across that front line.
Oh, yeah, we saw that, and it's a sight that it's a sight to behold to see our team, our guys up front, not only manhandle, but sort of almost demoralize the other teams this year. They've been so good about getting out, hitting the opponent and bodying them, putting hands on them and moving them around to the point that you can see the body language change after a few series. And that's on the offensive and defensive end too. You go back to the Clinton County game here, the last game that we played where we won 63-0. The guys getting after Chase Steins. Chase Steins goes the next week to Greene County, puts up over 300 yards. So this is a good ball player that we made look average because of our pressure and our strength up front.
Clock's under a minute to go. We're about to have football action again. We appreciate tonight's pregame sponsor, Brookshire Construction, and we appreciate all our sponsors. You'll hear from them as the night goes on, but we're going to keep it right here because, again, we're angling under about 40 seconds away from football Friday night. The winner advances. Whoever goes down in defeat tonight, the season is over. Regardless, though, these teams have had a season, and when you go back to August, I think that's something in and of itself to be proud of. Obviously, you'd rather advance, but as Coach LJ talked about, just the opportunity is the main thing tonight.
The chance to play and the chance to have 7, 8 Friday nights that feel somewhat normal. It's been huge. We mentioned Clayton County, Edmonson County. They're playing tonight at Edmonson County. The winner of this game will advance to play the winner of that game. If Edmonson wins, it'll be at Edmonson County. If Clinton wins, it'll be at the home of the winner of this game.
Metcalfe County will kick off to start this game, and we've seen that be a weapon. Number 31, Dakota Shaw, has been a master of the onside kick, the squib kick, and lately he's been also dropping it over the front line. Monroe County, having to respect the kickoff, has 2 players deep, standing at about the 15-yard line. Metcalfe County will be kicking right to left on your radio dial. 12 minutes on the clock.
Dakota Shaw, by the way, 78% on PATs this year, 18 of 23. Just such an improvement from the first of the year to now. He's putting in that work, and we talked with Coach LJ about that. Been very impressed with Dakota this year.
Dakota has it on the tee. The crowd is ready. The teams are ready. We're ready right here on 99.1 The Hoss. And here we go. Kick is squibbed. Basically an onside, or it's loose. Let's see. Not sure who's going to come up with it, but I think Monroe County will.
Tell you, that one was, if you go back to the Cowboys game early in the year, I believe it was against the Falcons. Your Falcons, Coach, where Greg the Leg Zerline kicked one of those balls that hit the ground and then kind of rolled sideways like a cue ball with English. That ball did that. It kicked it and hit dead left. And I thought, look, that's a hard ball to field if you're on the other team.
Monroe County takes over 1st and 10 on the 50. Again, they're moving left to right on your radio dial. We're just underway, 11:58 on the clock. First play from the line of scrimmage. John Harlan, quarterback from Monroe County, sends a man in motion, far side to near, fakes the handoff, rolls to his right, and then throws it to the motion man. He has a completion. That's Jordan Page. He's got a nice gain into Metcalfe County territory to the 42-yard line.
Sawyer Emmons making that tackle, chasing him down. Also, Wyatt Bly coming up and getting the assist. That's going to be about a gain of 8, as you said. Going to bring up 2nd and 2.
That was well covered. We weren't fooled, but you got to give credit right there to the Monroe County quarterback. He put that one on the money, and Jordan Page reeled it in.
Yeah, that was a touch pass there from Harlan, just right over, a little rainbow drop in there.
2nd and 2, football on the 42-yard line in Metcalfe County territory. Harlan takes the high snap. He's going to keep it, and he's hit and cut down for a loss at the 43.
Tackles for loss have been Luke Meadows' bread and butter this year. That another one. Meadows just shooting the gap in there, and Harlan couldn't even get going before he was already down on the ground.
Two things, a high snap, which I believe last time was some issues that Monroe County had, but then secondly, like you said, Luke Meadows just whipped his man and got in the backfield for the tackle for loss. Just underway, no score, 10:45 as the clock runs. First quarter, Monroe County moving left to right. On your radio dial has it 3rd and 3 from the Metcalfe County 43, man in motion. Fake the handoff. Harlan has it again. He's not close. He's hit right at the 43. It'll be 4th down.
Big Will Shirley there, and also Mikey Bennett coming in for that middle linebacker spot. Getting in there again, that penetration. Mikey Bennett's just been so impressive this year. His strength. Just go look at the numbers Coach LJ tweeted out a couple weeks ago. His strength is impressive, showing it there.
Veteran Monroe County coach John Petty. You know they're going to go for it here. They're the underdog. They have it in plus territory. It's 4th and 3. Why not if you're the Falcons?
Got to make sure not to fall for the hard count here.
Jordan Page splits out left, wide left. Number 21 Wood in motion. Gets the handoff this time. Cuts it up, and he is cut down. Your Hornets get a big stop on 4th down. They'll take over at the 41.
Chris Shaw in there as well as Dakota Shaw. Sean Shaw.
You know, Chris Shaw is another one of those guys, underrated season, has really been productive and has come up with some big plays. That's a big one right there with 9:52 to go in the first.
You're talking about the strength of these guys, too. All those guys, underclassmen on that defensive line. Chris Shaw, you just see, like, from year to year what the weight room is doing for these guys. They're really getting bigger and stronger, and you saw it there.
The Hornets have their first possession of this game, 9:52 to go in the first. 1st and 10 at their own 41. Handoff. Zummerly has a decent hole, but then he's hit and wrapped up. Solid defensive play there. They're going to give him to the 43, maybe the 44.
That's one where Gabe, again, just another yard more than most people would have gotten there, just a little extra yardage.
The guy on the far side gave him forward progress to 44. It's a gain of 3, and it'll be 2nd and 7. The guy on the near side after the spot kind of shook his head. I was with him. It's Tommy Burris over here, good guy, good official. I thought it was shorter now. We got a yard on that.
Much to the chagrin of the Monroe County sideline, I think, which he's standing on, by the way.
2nd and 7. 2 receivers to the near side. Peyton Dial keeps it, trying to get outside. Will get outside to the 50 and the 45. Lowers his shoulder and out of bounds at the Monroe County 40-yard line.
Got basically Peyton getting out one-on-one with a linebacker, and he's going to win that battle every time. I do want to give Rudy Wisdom some credit there for what he didn't do. He was out there. His man got by him, and instead of going and maybe pushing him in the back and getting a penalty, he just let it go, and big gain there for Peyton.
Faked the handoff to Devin Alderson that time, and the Falcon defense bit a big gain there. Give him 16 yards for Peyton Dial. 1st and 10. Hornets have it at the Falcon 40. Dial asks for the football and has it. Quick toss to the outside. That's caught. That's a dandy. Oh, they're going to say it's incomplete, but again, tremendous effort. Mason Estes might have got the toe down.
I believe he had his left foot planted when he caught that ball, but they're going to say no. We got 8:34 to go here in the first. No score, but the Hornets driving on the Falcon 40.
Mason made a great effort there regardless.
You know, that's a play that 20 years ago we didn't see from anybody, and now it's trickled down to high school. It's
the way it usually works.
Kind of the Euro step in basketball,
100%.
something that everybody is doing now. It's a great athletic play.
Handoff to Zermley. Gets outside left side. Takes a lick, but dives forward to the 36.
I tell you, Gabe got turned around, and Cade Turner saw him and drove him hard into the ground, but he's up and looking fine.
The gain is good for 4 yards. 8:15 to go in the first. No score. Hornets have it for the first time after stopping a Monroe County drive at the Hornet 41. They've moved it into Monroe County territory to the 36. A big third down here, and again, you don't have to get all 6.
No, you've got 2 plays, as you say, Coach, since Tripp's right.
Sawyer Edmonds, the lone man to the left. Dial has the football, swings it out to Whitebly. He has a man, he has some room. He has the first down and more. He's inside the 30, but the ball is loose. Rolls out of bounds. A break for the Hornets right there. That's going to be a first down.
That one, Wyatt, again, get him the ball in space and let him operate with his quickness. Mason Estes out there blocking really well out in space. Not an easy place to block. They know the ball's going there. People are running to the ball, but Mason delivered the key block on that one.
Wyatt Bly was tackled at about the 27, but fumbled it forward. That works out. The football is going to be spotted at about the 22-yard line, just short of the maroon zone.
And luckily that ball kind of skidded out of bounds right at the Monroe County coach's feet.
Very fortunate there. 1st and 10, Hornets at the 22. Bly and Wisdom wide to the near side. Edmonds to the far side. Handoff, trying the left side. Good hold there. Gabe Zummerly spins, moves forward. Still moving forward, still on his feet. Inside the 10. Are you kidding me? Gabe Zummerly.
Reminiscent of the Greene County run, just not quite as long, but Gabe refusing to go down. Good block there on the counter tray. Pulling guard. I think it was Chris Shaw coming over to lead that.
And I'm glad you said that because Gabe had 4 or 5 yards before he was hit.
Yeah.
And then the yards after contact get him a gain of about 12. We'll call it. It's 1st and goal with the football just inside the 10-yard line. No score, but the Hornets certainly in scoring territory inside the maroon zone as we hit the 7-minute mark in the first quarter. Dow gives it to Zummerly up the middle, runs over a man inside the 5 down to the 3. And again, when Gabe hits you, he's going forward.
I would like to have been the back judge on that one and be able to see inside Gabe's face mask to see his eyes. I'm guessing they were saucer eyes. They were huge when he saw a guy standing right in front of him and he planted he planted himself right through the guy, really.
He planted the Monroe County defenders. Yes. But he did. 2nd and goal. Football's at the 3-yard line. 6:25 and counting as the clock runs. No score in the first quarter. Hornets have it 2nd and goal. Heading towards the left end zone from the press box. Peyton Dow keeps it, but the Falcons sniffed that one out, and he's tackled near the 5 for a loss.
I'm not sure what was going on there. Maybe some confusion. It didn't ever look cohesive. It didn't look right. Maybe it was, but it just didn't look like it was exactly as planned.
They're going to spot the football inside the 5. Let's give him the 4, so a loss of 1. 3rd and goal from the 4 as the clock ticks under the 6-minute mark. We're at about 5:45 as the Hornets break the huddle. Big play right here. And again, you probably have 2 downs to get this if you need it. See if this big offensive line can get some push right here. Zummerly. Well, they fake the handoff. Dow, back of the end zone, has his man. Touchdown, Metcalfe County.
That's a Torino Horton touchdown from Peyton Dow. Wyatt Bly, a little drag right across the back of the end zone. He just runs basically to the far upright and then just drags across. We're going to take the football with him, I think, to the sideline. Turns and throws it back to the official so we can kick. But just look, if you get Wyatt out there covered and he gets a chance to run free, he's going to outrun most of those guys. He did. Peyton buying some time and found it.
I thought Peyton Dow put it right where it needed to be, and Wyatt Bly dives and makes the catch. The PAT, you mentioned it in the pregame. Dakota Shaw is true with 5:33 to go in the first. The Hornets strike first at 7-0. Let's take a 30-second break. You're listening home for Hornet Sports on the KY Sports Guys. 99-1 the Hoss.
That's right. It's finally football time. I make sure you have the fastest internet possible. It's great internet speed if you want to get it. 15 days are available. Remember now, all day, find the best SCRTC internet package. With or without phone, don't miss your favorite teams this season when they play on TV. Ask about SCRTC sports packages. Join your football, and SCRTC will keep you in the game with internet, TV, phone, and security.
Welcome back. 5:33 to go in the first quarter. 7-0 your score. Hornets have the lead. Dakota Shaw with the PAT. The touchdown, a 4-yarder from Peyton Dial to Wyatt Bly. Solid 59-yard drive that took a lot of clock. And just well executed from start to finish.
It really was. You saw a lot of the different weapons on that too. And what this team has offensively is weapons.
Shaw hits this one a lot harder. It rolls all the way down to the 30, and it's loose. It's loose, and the Hornets have the football at the 32-yard line.
Trying to see who that was. I believe it was Tristan Thurman. Tristan Thurman, sophomore. Hustling down there. The Monroe County player tried to pick it up, and just the ball got away from him. Tristan with a good hustle. Got to give the Hornets great field position with 5:31 to go in the first.
Coach LJ's talked in some past interviews. This kicking game has turned into a weapon. That time Dakota Shaw put the toe to it, hit it over a bunch of the up men, and then the back guy from Monroe County just botched it and it pushed it forward. Tristan hustling down, and the Hornets have the football at the Monroe County 32, 1st and 10. We're ready to play with 5:31 to go. Hornets up 7-0. Dial throws it backwards to Bly, who has a man out there. It's wide open. It's going to be a first down at the half-yard line. I don't know. Mason Estes was in, and they spotted at the half-yard line. The old halfback, well, really the wide receiver pass. Wyatt Bly.
This is I think what happened on that with Wyatt, when he came out here, he lost his footing and wanted to make sure he didn't have a knee fall down, and he didn't really get himself gathered, so he underthrew it a little bit, and Mason went back and got it. He waited up for it, and then he, the spot of can we not just
just give it to him? Yeah. He was in the end zone. But hey, it's 1st and goal from the 1 in the maroon zone again. Peyton Dial, Cole Shive in motion. They toss it this time. Gabe Zummerly, and that's as easy as you please. Touchdown, Metcalfe County.
That's a Torino Horton touchdown for Gabe Zummerly, and I'm guessing one guy in this building at least might not be too unhappy that he got to run that one in. Gabe get another touchdown. I tell you mentioned Cole Shive going in motion. If you were watching that, big number 44 goes in motion, and he just engulfs his man. Cole's gotten to be just a really big guy, and he just engulfed his player out there for a great block.
Dakota Shaw, PAT, is good again. And your Hornets with 4:44 to go in the first are up 14-0. Let's keep it right here, and let's talk about all our sponsors if we can.
I want to thank Brookshire Construction, Edmonton State Bank, Glass & Thompson Insurance, Torino Horton of Kentucky Farm Bureau, The Printing Press, Pappy's Restaurant, Hornet Enterprises, The Salvage Store, Roadside Barbecue and Grill, Metcalfe Drugs, SCRTC, Ma's Deli, Miller Family Dentistry, Kingsford Charcoal, and Mayor Doug Smith.
Big thanks to everybody. Again, the pregame show tonight was brought to you by Brookshire Construction. We can't wait to get to halftime, and at halftime that'll be sponsored by Hornet Enterprises. Right now with 4:44 to go in the first quarter, the Hornets out fast, 14-0 over the visiting Monroe County Falcons. Dakota Shaw 2 for 2 on the PATs. Gabe Zummerly with a 1-yard run. Peyton Dial with a touchdown pass from 4 yards to Wyatt Bly. That accounts for the scoring.
On the first onside kick, I talked about the spin, the English that Dakota Shaw put on it. Not sure that there wasn't some on that other one too. It's just not as easy to pick up that ball as you think when you got guys running at you to try to tackle you to boot.
Shaw kicks it to the left side this time. It's caught, taken in pretty easily, and now we've got some problems as Monroe County's running it back. Great tackle at the 44, and that's number 22.
Yeah, that's big Aiden DeHawkins getting out there. He might have saved a touchdown on that one because the ball goes left. Everybody goes left, and that got back to their left. He almost had the edge. If Aiden hadn't been there to make that tackle, that's probably 6 the other way.
It looked scary. That was Jamison Pettit who had some space, as you describe it very well. So give Aiden DeHawkins, the senior, credit right there. Monroe County takes over at the Metcalfe County 44.
Aiden got a big interception in the Clinton County game now with a touchdown saving tackle.
1st and 10 under center is Harlan. Fullback slides to his right. That's where the football is going. Decent hole that time, and down to the 40-yard line for a gain of 4 is Jordan Page.
Big Will Shirley closed it up pretty fast. I do like what Page did there. He hit the hole quickly against his team. If there's any hole there, you better hit it.
Get it while you can.
Yeah.
4:15 to go in the first. Hornets lead at 14-0. Thanks for listening, everybody. Coach Jay Hurt along with the Stocktona of the KY Sports guys, bringing you Hornet football action on 99.1 The Hoss. The Monroe County Falcons have it 2nd and 6 from the Metcalfe County 40. This time, Harlan in the shotgun. Has a running back, Page, to his right. Page got a little quick start there. Harlan's going to keep it. Burrows forward for maybe a yard or two, but that was well defended.
That was Tanner Jesse getting the penetration, getting a hand around. We've seen Tanner playing with a padded cast knot. He had, I think, a little bit of a wrist issue, but he's out there toughing it out.
Football's going to be spotted at the 38-yard line. It's going to be 3rd and a short 4, let's say.
3rd down and 4 for Monroe County.
3.5 minutes to go, first quarter. Again, the Hornets lead at 14-0. Big thanks to Anita Love, Brody Hurd over there doing the work on the Hornet News Network if you're watching there as well. Just quick handoff up the middle. Man, it sniffed out. Thrown backwards was the Monroe County running back. That's number 6, Cade Turner.
Yeah, that's Will Shirley
Number 79.
making the tackle. Again, we talked about the strength. Will, I believe, the strongest bench presser on the team. He just showed his upper body strength on that one.
Football moves to the 37. They have to get clearly across the 35 to get a first down. It's 4th and a long 3 at this point as we head under the 3-minute mark in the first quarter. Again, we talked about it earlier. The Falcons are down 2 scores. They're a big underdog tonight. No reason to punt right here. Under center, Harlan maybe looking hard count. Nope, snaps the football, fakes the handoff, throws it to the heavens. Has a man out there, but it's picked off. Wyatt Bly has it at the 10. He's drugged down. Is that Wyatt Bly?
I believe that is Wyatt Bly. That's one that you like getting an interception, but you lose about 20 yards there because that was 4th down. But still, we'll take the defense. We won't grumble about that one.
Same as a punt, basically. You're right, but hey, anytime you got a chance to get the pick, you take it. And Wyatt Bly just as easily could have taken that to the house. I mean, that's the kind of athlete he is. And so you take that chance. 2:34 to go. Hornets force another turnover. They got a turnover on downs on Monroe County's first possession. This time an interception ends the drive. Looking for their 3rd consecutive score on their 3rd drive. Here comes Peyton Dial. Cole Shive in there to his right. Handoff. No, Dial keeps it. It's a good fake. He's cut down close to the 15, but a good start to the drive.
You know, if you go back to the Greene County game, I can't remember the young man's name, but the number 1, he went out at halftime with the injury. But we're running at something similar. Maybe Coach LJ looking at that because we're getting Cole lining him up as a sort of a slot back, like a.
Is that what they used to call an H-back?
Like an H-back or a wing T-back.
Wing T-back.
And we're sort of motioning him sort of across to where we're running, and he's leading that blocking in there and creating big holes.
This time trips to the right side. They hand it off to Devin Alderson, his first carry. He doesn't get much. If anything, it's going to be 3rd down now and about 6, maybe 7. They actually spot him back a yard.
Yeah, that was nice. Nice tackle there from the Monroe County players. We're under 1. We're at 1:35 to go in the first. The Hornets are their first real test. You're 3rd and 8 deep in their own territory.
And you talk about the pick, and as much as you would have loved to have had it at midfield, here is where that causes some problems. No one's fault. But when you're backed up like this, it's 3rd and 8. You're up 14. Do you play a little bit conservatively here, willing to punt the football if you need to? We'll find out. It's 3rd and 8. Football at about the 12. Dial rolls to his right. Looking to throw. Has a man out there. It's caught. It's going to be just short of the first down. Rudy Wisdom has it at about the 19. He was beyond the marker, but then had to come back to get the pass. And so it'll be time to punt unless Coach Harbison's feeling really gutsy right now. About a half a yard short.
Yeah, I don't think he's feeling that gutsy. You can see just a little bit of that, kind of clap his hands. He's like, oh man, just so close.
It was the right play call. We just ended up coming back in front of that first down marker.
We've not seen Peyton Dial punt the ball a lot lately, by the way.
Couple of men back for the Falcons. Dial puts the toe to him. That's a nice one. Gets past the 50, taken there by Jordan Page. Makes a man miss. Thrown down. Good coverage there. So a really nice punt of about 33 or 4 yards. The return good for 5 or 6 with 26.8 seconds to go in the first. The Falcons get it back at the Metcalfe County 47.
Looked like Dakota Shaw on that coverage. That punt had hang time. You talked about the coverage being good. That punt allowed the Hornet cover team to get down there, and Shaw making a nice tackle.
They're going to spot it at the 46, so that's where the Falcons will begin this drive. Monroe County yet to record a first down. They have had good field position, though, when they've had it. Falcons got the opening kick. Harlan has it and rolls to his right. He's being chased by number 21, and then that's got to be grounding. Surely there's nobody out there.
Mikey Bennett comes from his middle linebacker spot, stalking him like DK Metcalfe on Buda Baker, and then Harlan just threw that one away. We've had mixed reviews on what is a penalty and what isn't. There was no one in the area. That should have been a penalty.
Sure. And they hate to call that, I guess, but there's no one anywhere near. And that was clearly his intent, was just to salvage the sack. As it is, they're going to play on at 2nd and 10, just an incompletion. But Mikey Bennett just came running through there like a bullet.
Pretty much unabated. I think he just timed it out perfectly, saw that hole and hit it. I'm telling you, just showed you the speed as well. We've seen the strength, now the speed from Mikey.
2nd and 10, Falcons at the Hornet 46. 14.3 seconds to go in the first. The Hornets lead at 14-0. Harlan, the Monroe County quarterback, hands it off to Wood, and he's hit at the 50. Are you kidding me?
That's big number 75, Luke Meadows with the what? The tackle for loss. You mentioned, though, the high snap gets the timing all thrown off. Luke Meadows says, I'm not here for your high snap. First quarter ends, 14-0 is the score. The Hornets in the lead. Let's take a quick 30 on your home for the Hornets and the KY Sports guys. 99-1 the Hoss.
You'll be all smiles when you visit Miller Family Dentistry, where you'll get quality dentistry with personal attention. Miller Family Dentistry team, Dr. Miller, Brookie, Amber, Caitlin, Kylie, Penny, and Sarah, has you covered all the way from the appointments, hygiene, dental procedures, and insurance claims. Miller Family Dentistry is true champion, located right here in Evansville. Call up Miller Family Dentistry at 270-432-7211 for an appointment Monday through Thursday at 8 to 4:30. That's Miller Family Dentistry, 270-432-7211.
All righty. First quarter in the books. Let's get you some quick stats. Gabe Zummerly with 5 rushes for 27 yards and a touchdown. Peyton Dial 3 for 18. Devin Alderson 1 rush for 1 yard. Peyton Dial 3 out of 4 passing, 23 yards and a touchdown. Mason Estes with a catch for 19. Wyatt Bly with 2 catches for 18 and a touchdown. Reedy Wisdom 1 for 5. Dakota Shaw 2 for 2 on point afters. Leading the Hornets in tackles, Will Shirley with 2. Luke Meadows also with 2. Aiden DeHawkins and Dakota Shaw with 1. Mikey Bennett with 1.5. Wyatt Bly, Tanner Jesse, Mason Estes, and Chris Shaw and Sawyer Evans all with a half tackle.
3rd down and 14 yards to go as we start the second quarter. The Falcons will now move right to left on your radio dial. Hornets looking for another big stop. Harlan under center. Has a fullback and a tailback in a traditional I, and then they go for the hard count. And so it'll be 5 against the Hornets. We're kind of begging for a snap infraction, but we didn't get it.
And
3rd down and 9.
I don't mind it every now and then. It shows that you're living on the edge, and you to be there fast, you've got to be. You don't want it often, and you don't want it when it's going to give them an automatic first down. But when you're anticipating every now and then, you're going to jump.
It's going to be 3rd and 9 then, not quite underway here to start the second quarter. Again, your Hornets are up 14-0 over the 3 seed, the Monroe County Falcons, who break the huddle. The Falcons in their visiting white uniforms with the navy blue helmets and the silver numbers. Your Hornets decked out in the home maroons. 3rd and 9. Harlan under center again. Straight eye, which is interesting. Throws it deep. Has a man out there, and that's caught. That's a great catch. Tip your hat. Number 21 right there, Jacob Wood, hauls it in. Coverage was good. but it's going to be a big gain inside the 25.
That was nice. I thought Wyatt Bly honestly was going to get his hand in there and dislodge that ball, but Wood lays out, catches that ball on his back. A really nice pass, nice catch.
Clock runs, 11:40 to go in the second quarter. First down of the night for the Falcons again. Couple of nice throws tonight from Harlan and a good catch there from number 21. 1st and 10 at the 24 inside Metcalfe County territory. Under center again. Straight handoff, and we're ready for that one. Number 40. And I believe that's going to be Bryce Baxter is hit for a loss.
Will Charlie, again, not having any of that. Now, it's interesting. You mentioned the straight eye earlier that Harlan going up under center, not the shotgun snap. We've seen the timing thrown off of those hot snaps, so they're giving the Hornets a different look here. It's been a little more successful.
And let me correct myself. Bryce Baxter giving forward progress for a gain of 1 just inside the 24. We'll call it the 23, 2nd and 9. Falcons, this is the closest they've been to pay dirt. Harlan breaks the tackle, but then he's caught from behind. Is that Mikey Bennett again?
That's Mikey Bennett. Tanner Jesse got there originally, made the contact. Harlan got away, but Mikey Bennett sniffing that one out and bringing him down.
Not a bad play call right there from John Pettit and the Monroe County Falcons, but Mikey Bennett was up to the challenge. Chased down Harlan. I thought that was going to be a bigger play. It's going to be 3rd and 8.
Monroe County going basically at this point really power 2 tights and get your tailback up in what would be a fullback position almost, right up behind the center. Now they're going to stretch actually a straight eye now.
Straight eye, receiver to the right, receiver to the left. Harlan under center again. This time rolls to his right, trying to set up a screen, and he has Page. That's trouble. Jordan Page inside the 10 and the 5, and he's ridden out of bounds, not quite into the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal at the 1 for the Falcons.
Good block on the edge by Monroe County, and Mason Estes saved that touchdown on the half-yard line. But a nice play call, nice execution by the Falcons.
Well set up, too, and that went against our strength. We had jailbreak, and we're sniffing a sack, basically. Screen set up well. Jordan Page gets outside and nearly takes it to the house. It's 1st and goal.
Well, I think that's what Coach Pettit's doing. He's trying to use our aggressiveness against us.
Falcons looking to cut this lead in half. Hornets lead at 14-0, 9.5 to go in the second quarter. Harlan under center. Straight handoff. Jordan Page. No. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
And that was Peyton Dial getting in on that tackle, I believe.
Gabe Zummerly also in there, and I also saw Sawyer Edmonds helping out.
2nd down and goal for Monroe County.
If Monroe County is going to run this up the middle, they've got to run against our strongest players. That's going to be a gut check for the Monroe County offensive line.
4 chances at the 1 is difficult, but if anybody can do it, our Hornets can, like you said, barring some sort of trick play or what have you. If it's strength on strength, I like our chances.
And now you've got Cole Shive also at the middle linebacker spot, so you've got almost a lineman size at middle linebacker.
Harlan under center. Straight eye. Straight handoff. Baxter. And he is in. It's a touchdown from Monroe County. Bryce Baxter is in the end zone.
Hornets had a lot of guys around, but you mentioned it's asking a lot to hold a team out 1 yard 4 plays in a row. So give credit to Monroe County. A nice drive there.
Indeed. And now they got a big fella in to kick the PAT, number 75. Let's see if we can find him on the, or perhaps, is it 72?
Number 72.
72, yes. Tyler Brown. There you go. Snap is back. The kick is up, and that one angles to the right. It's no good. Your score with 8:34 to go in the second. It's Metcalfe County 14, Monroe County 6. Let's send it back to the studio for 30 seconds. You're listening to Home for Hornet Sports, the KY Sports Guys, 99.1 The Hosts.
Happy's Restaurant is back and serving the same homemade food and desserts, including burgers, chicken strips, catfish, and much more. 10% discount for seniors 62 and over. Happy's is offering curbside delivery, carry-out, and citywide delivery. Their hours are Sunday through Wednesday, 6 a to 3 p., and Thursday through Saturday, 6 a to 7 p. Located on South Main Street in Evanston. 270-432-7277. Check their Facebook page for changes and updates. During this time, Happy's wants to wish everyone to be healthy, safe, and happy. Happy's Restaurant, serving Southern food with a Southern smile.
I'm Coach Jay Hurt. I'm Stock Tony. We're KY Sports Guy. Telling you about the MC Shirt Shop, now open Monday through Thursday, 9 to 5, Friday, 9 to 3. Next door to the Wellness Center between the Blue Series. Hold on, these screens are embroidery, monogramming, and all over the town. Call it great ideas.
Kick with number 72, Tyler Brown. Rolls in the end zone to a touchback. Will give Metcalfe County first down and 10.
Welcome back, everybody. 8:34 to go. Monroe County kicked it off and put it into the end zone. Tyler Brown showing off the leg. It hit at about the 15, actually, and rolled all the way past the goal line. It'll be first and 10 for the Hornets at the 20.
A fortunate break, honestly, to have rolled that far because we were going to be backed up a lot more, if not possibly maybe even inside the 5-yard line, but it kept rolling. Brown, not sure how he could kick after that extra point, but that one he put the boot to it.
8:34 to go in the first half. Hornets lead at 14-6. You hate to call it a big drive right here, but you'd like to at least get a few first downs. Dow rolls to his left. Has a man. It's called. It's first down. Rudy Wisdom past the sticks to the 30.
That was a nice throw on the money, on time to Rudy Wisdom from Peyton Dow. Rolling left, throwing back against your body to boot, just showing you the arm strength and good catch there from Wisdom.
First and 10, Metcalfe County at their own 30-yard line. I like the start of that drive. I'm sure the Falcons thinking Gabe Zummerly to get it started, but Dow rolls to his left and throws a strike to Rudy Wisdom.
It's all just such, it's all plays off the other. The run game opens up the pass game and vice versa.
Peyton Dow stands at his own 25, looking for the shotgun snap. Man in motion, far side to near. Little toss this time. It's Devin Alderson. Needs to get outside, and he does. 35, up to the 40, going to be close to another first down.
Nice blocking there from the line, and then Wyatt Bly with a nice block on the edge. Devin Alderson, we've seen him. He likes to get to the edge. He likes to get to the sideline and cut it up. Stretch that play out, and that time doing a good job showing his athleticism.
They're going to give Devin the first down. The football just past the 40-yard line. And again, 2 plays, 10 yards apiece. As Hank Stram said, just matriculate it down the field, right?
Yeah, with 7:30 to go, there's plenty of time to keep matriculating.
First and 10. Metcalfe County at the 40-yard line. Under 7.5 to go. Sawyer Edmonds in motion. Near side to far. Dow rolls in that direction. Has Edmonds out there. Catches it at the 45. Makes a man miss at the 40. 35-30. Wants to make another man miss. He can't, but a great play. Sawyer Edmonds from Peyton Dow.
Wonderful pass. Give the ball to Sawyer out in the flat, wide open. And then give, I believe that was Rudy Wisdom, credit for being out ahead of that play and blocking his man. Now, his man eventually made the tackle, but 20 yards farther downfield.
Just love the play design. They sent Sawyer in motion, and he snuck behind that first layer of defense. And, again, a delicate throw that time.
Yeah, Peyton showing both on this drive, showing both the touch pass and putting a little heat on.
6:45 to go. Hornets are driving, already up 14-6 here. We're in the second quarter. Dial has Alderson behind him. Hands it to Alderson. Another nice hole. Alderson continuing to move forward. Heads towards another first down, perhaps. We'll see.
Again, you mentioning nice hole to run through. Then Devin gets a second layer, takes a man with him to get it about 9.5, maybe 9 3/4 yards. It's platform 9 3/4 yards here tonight.
Number 73, Jake Love, is out there blocking, has a helmet issue, has to hustle off. And so,
I believe his helmet came off.
Yeah, that's what happens. Yeah, that's what happens. Big Will Shirley's out there. Second down, about a half a yard. Peyton Dow keeps it. The Falcons didn't know it. Dow inside the 10, close to the 5, angles out of bounds. It'll be first and goal in the maroon zone.
What did I said for years that I love seeing as much as anything, and it's that receivers blocking it. I've said it 2 times on this drive. I'll keep saying it. Rudy Wisdom out there blocking. Peyton makes some men miss, and then Rudy with the block to give him some more yardage.
Clock runs, 5:45 to go in the first half. 14-6, Hornets have the lead. It's first and goal at the 4 for Metcalfe County. Gabe Zummerly behind Dow in the pistol. Straight handoff. Gabe Zummerly Easy as you please. Again, he's got 2 touchdowns. He hasn't been touched on either. That's a touchdown.
That's a Karina Horton touchdown for Gabe Zummerly. And you mentioned how you run through all that with nary a finger being anywhere on you is amazing. That's just a testament to the offensive line and the blocking.
Big offensive line. Cole Shive also out there with those guys. But the front 5 are just making it work. Dakota Shaw looking for the PAT, has it up, and this one is no good. Perhaps wide right.
Little wide, but I tell you, it had plenty of distance.
Looked good. But it was not good. 5:34 to go. Let's keep it right here. Hornets have that 2-touchdown lead. Again, it's 20-6. Big thanks to all our sponsors: Brookshire Construction, Edmonton State Bank, Glass & Thompson Insurance, Trina Horton with Kentucky Farm Bureau, The Printing Press, Pappy's Restaurant, Hornet Enterprises, The Salvage Store, Roadside Barbecue and Grill, Metcalfe Drugs, SCRTC, Moz Deli, Miller Family Dentistry, Kingsford Charcoal, and Mayor Doug Smith.
And stick around here at 5:34. We'll have the Hornet Enterprises halftime show. We'll get you some stats. We'll catch you up on what's happened. Not sure if we'll have any special guests or not.
We'll see. We'll
see.
play it by
Never
ear.
know.
We'll play it by ear. Maybe we'll interview the cross-country coaches. They're up here.
That
We
would
got
be
to
good.
talk
They had
to
a
them
great
since the big state.
We have not, because they were at state last time we played.
There you go. And Anna Grace Bly and the girls' team went up and made a good showing up at the state tournament. Logan Phelps on the boys' side. So we may talk to them. You never know.
Makes good sense to me.
This, to me, is an important possession. 5:34 to go in the half. You're up 20-6. You're the favorite. You get a big stop here. You get the football back to start the second half, and you can kind of start making some distance. Now, if you don't get that stop, you're in a ball game the whole rest of the way. Shaw puts a toe to it, taking it to 35. Hit hard. Monroe County will take over its own 44-yard line.
The Hawk is flying in there. I believe that was Wisdom who made the tackle. As you mentioned, a big collision on that one with 5:30 to go. This is some of the worst field position actually Monroe County started with here tonight. May be the worst.
This may be a biased view of what's happening out there. Every hit, we're winning.
Yep.
Every time there's a collision, we're winning the collision. 1st and 10, Monroe County at their own 44-yard line. 5.5 minutes to go in the first half. 20-6, Hornets have the lead. Shotgun snap this time. They hand it off to number 21. And that is, let me find him, Jacob Wood. Gets about 3, maybe 4.
Sawyer Emmons coming in there and making that tackle. Got him around the legs, wrapped him up nicely, but it gave him about 4. We're near the 5:10 mark.
Second down, and let's call it 6 as the Falcons get near the midfield stripe. Again, Monroe County's had more success when they've gotten under center. Played more of a power game, but right now, that pistol formation Harlan has and keeps it, tries the right side, lunges forward, and he's not going to get much. Thought the ball came out, but I believe Harlan kept it. It's going to be 3rd down and about 5, and now a late flag. Let's see.
Got 3 Hornets there on that one. I believe Sawyer Edmonds and Dakota Shaw. Maybe Will Sherlock couldn't tell, but we'll see what the penalty is. Maybe unsportsmanlike. Personal foul we're going to see.
Penalty against the Falcons, personal foul.
They're going to mark it from the 48, looks like.
Well, there was a mess and bodies over there. I don't know what happened, if someone late hit or something. I'm not sure. But
since it wasn't unsportsmanlike, we're going to assume that some contact was made. It's a personal foul against the Falcons, and that's huge. Huge right there. 4:41 to go, and all of a sudden it's going to march all the way back. Is it going to be 3rd down or 2nd down?
That was post. That was dead ball, I believe. So it should be 3rd down still. And that really, what you do here, unless they get a big gain, it takes you out of 4-down territory, I think, too.
Certainly does. It's going to be 3rd down and a tobacco roll.
You don't want to, if you're Coach Pettit, be giving the Hornets this ball back at the end of this half with us getting the ball back again at the start of the second half.
Yeah, if they don't get it right now, Monroe County, plenty of time for Metcalfe County to get the ball back and score. We'll see. 3rd down and 23. High snap. Harlan has it. Looking to set up the screen again. has it again, Page, but this time chased down and slung down inside the 40. Is that Mikey Bennett again?
Mikey Bennett is stalking like a velociraptor in Jurassic Park, and if he didn't make that tackle, Monroe County gets a much bigger game. But Bennett just out there strong, sure tackles too. When he hits you, he's bringing you down.
You know, I was thinking screen there. It worked so well last time. I'm sure Coach LJ and his coaching staff were thinking screen. Much better defended that time. Kept it to a relatively short gain. It's 4th and 15 with the football at the Monroe County 38, and it looks like they're going to punt, but be careful. Back deep is that Jordan Page, number 2. Has the football. Puts the toe to it. The punt is away. Not a bad one. Lands at the 38. And then it hits a Hornet. Oh, my. And then falling on it, Michael Rahaga. He was trying to block, and it just kind of hit him. And he did a smart thing and was able to dive on it and save the possession.
Yeah, I tell you, you're out there. This is a kid who I know from class is a smart kid, and he wasn't doing anything wrong. There's no way he knew the ball would come there. But he's new to football, too. There is the real possibility when that happens that you freak out and don't know what to do. He did. He stayed right with it, got right back on the ball.
3:44 to go. An odd timeout right here called by Monroe County. And so while we have a chance, the Hornets are up 20-6. They're going to have a possession here before the half ends to extend that lead. Let's take 30 seconds and go back to the studio for a break. You're listening home for Hornet Sports and the KY Sports Guys right here on 99.1 The Hoss.
Smith and family are proud sponsors of the Metcalfe County Hornets. They would like to wish the Hornets the best in tonight's game, and on behalf of Mayor Doug Smith and family, go Hornets.
Welcome back, everybody. 3:44 to go. Coach Jay Hurt along with the main man, the Stock Tony. Right now, the Hornets are up 20-6 and looking pretty good.
Looking really good, and Monroe County with that personal foul really just not put the Hornets in the driver's seat here. With 3:44 to go, you score here, and it's getting a really tough road to hoe for the Falcons.
The Falcons had it 3rd and 5 near midfield. It ended up 3rd and 23. 1st and 10 for the Hornets, no matter what. Handoff to Zermerly, and he stood up for no gain right there.
Ball came loose, but the officials are quickly on it saying Gabe was down.
And I think he was. That's the right call. Loses, well, let's say no gain. Football's still going to be at the 39.
One of the things about having limited capacity, as you've noticed this year, is you can hear everything from the field, and you could hear the Monroe County sideline just almost like you're standing next to them.
Oh, they wanted that one, and they needed that one. I don't blame them.
Clock runs at 3:05. The Hornets break the huddle.
2nd and 10. Football at the 39-yard line in Metcalfe County territory. Dial. Straight drop back. Has his man. Cutting it up as Edmonds close to the first down. Going to be about a half-yard shy, I believe.
It's a pretty decent spot on that one. We'll see. But I believe it is going to be just a little short, and you're right.
Love the timing on that play. No doubt where it was going. And Sawyer Edmonds making people miss and getting good positive yardage.
Yeah, just a little curl route. Sawyer goes out. Peyton, his timing, as you mentioned, he's hitting the guys when they're making their breaks or when they're turning. That's the best way for them to be able to take that ball and then do something with it. Sawyer for yards after the catch.
2 minutes and 20 seconds to go in this half. Hornets have it 3rd and about a half a yard on the 48-yard line. Handoff. Alderson has it. He was tripped up. Solid defense, but that's going to be a first down.
Devin falls forward on that one, and he does get the first down. The clock stops at 2:13. Hornets right at midfield, just a tad bit short, looking to add to this 20-6 lead.
And it looks like that's an easy first down. I'm not sure why they're looking at it. And now the chains move. The football short of the 50, but by about a half a yard.
So Metcalfe County have 1st and 10 on their own 49-yard.
Clock is running now. We're going to get to 2 minutes.
No hurry.
See Gabe on the sideline right now. We'll see if he's just getting a breather.
Yeah, Devin Alderson in the backfield. Peyton Dial, the quarterback. 2 receivers to the near side. Dial looking to throw again. Has Edmonds again. Same play as before. Good for about 7, maybe 8.
That's what I think where you see that there is no huge sense of urgency because he was on the sideline. He could have stepped out.
Hornets.
Sure. The Hornets are not one to
You have all your
leave any
timeouts.
time
No, you
on
have
the
all your
clock.
timeouts. About a minute and a half to go. You're in plus territory already. The football at the 44-yard line. 2nd and 3. Clock stops on a first down. So I think you're 100% correct. No rush right here. You can still run the football. All your options are on the table.
See this trips formation over here. Last time we saw a little wide receiver screen.
Dow rolls to his right, throws it deep, has a man out there, and it's caught. Wyatt Bly inside the 5, dives for the power line. If he's not out of bounds, they're going to say he's out at the 3. Oh, my.
That was just a little, I believe, I didn't see the first half, but I believe maybe a little post corner route. Bly gets to that corner, and Peyton Dial lays it out perfectly for him, and Wyatt stumbling through. I thought he got in, but the officials saw his foot hit the white chalk.
Timeout, Metcalfe County, and we're going to keep it right here. 1:05 to go in the first half. Metcalfe County leads it 20-6, and I got to tell you, I think that's twice. I'm going to say the word cheated, but folks, I don't think anybody's cheated. But I think that's twice Wyatt Bly's been cheated on a passing touchdown. The first one he threw it.
Yes.
And I really believe Mason Estes was in the end zone.
Yeah.
And that one right there, he was the receiver, and again, dove for the pylon. Now, his right foot very well could have been out of bounds. We're a long way away. The official down there, much closer than us, and so we're going to trust that he made the right call. But, man, that was awfully close.
I will say this, he went in right away with authority. He did not have any doubt that had happened, so we'll give him the credit on that one. Those of you with Wyatt Bly on your fantasy team, however, have lost a whole mess of points right now. If you lose this game by 10, you may have some qualms with this official.
Yes, exactly right. If you had Wyatt Bly filled in.
And I think you probably do have him. If you
You should have.
It's almost the Nick Chubb situation.
All right, we're back to action. 1:05 left. 1st and goal from the 3. Handoff, Gabe Zummerly. This time he is hit as he lunges forward. I think he's short. No, he's in. Touchdown, Metcalfe County.
That's another Tarina Horton touchdown for Gabe Zummerly.
And I think that's the play that you needed. And really the pass sets this up. But you're looking to demoralize the opponent. You don't want to say that in a bad way, but you're looking to knock the wind out of their sails. The touchdown gave Monroe a little momentum, but we've answered back with 2 of our own. 26-6 right now, heading into half. You like where you are.
And go back to the start of this drive. Give Michael Verhagen credit for, again, keeping his head about him when a lot of people might not have.
This time, Dakota Shaw is true. 27-6, a 21-point advantage for your Metcalfe County Hornets with 1 minute exactly to go here in the first half. Again, stay with us. Halftime coming up, sponsored by Hornet Enterprises. Real quick, let's take 30 seconds. We'll send it back to the studio. You're listening to your home for Hornet Sports and the KY Sports Guys. 99-1 the Hoss.
Hi, this is Jamie from the Castro. We believe that being a good neighbor farm team.
Y'all want to talk?
That's why we're pleased to announce that for children between the ages of 2 and 12, we offer free 30-day supply of kid vitamins every month. These vitamins are important for your child's health, so we like to see healthy kids. So come see us. Make your start today. As a good neighbor pharmacy, we're here to help you and make that grow. That's what we do. My neighbor.
Welcome back, everybody. A minute to go in the first half. The Hornets playing well, up 27-6 over the visiting Monroe County Falcons. Gabe Zummerly playing well, and I don't mean this offensively to Gabe, but he's cherry-picked 3 touchdowns here. Good for him. Good for him, and a great job of powering it in and scoring it. You know what I like about this team? They're veterans, and I really believe this from my heart. They don't care who scores. They just care that we score, and that's why it's a good football team. 27-6. Shaw kicks this one high. And over the first one, ball's loose again. Let's see who comes up with it. It's still loose. I think the Hornets at least have a chance. The football's at the 35. And it looks like Monroe County feels that they have it.
Well, number 85.
85 has the football.
Actually has it. And he's trying to run it the other way.
Well, you can't get up and run with it. I mean, that's... I love the spry.
And it gives everybody a chuckle, too.
Even the white hat is for it. Key right now is to finish this half. 54.2 seconds. Anything can happen. You want to get in if you're Metcalfe County up 27-6, which is where it is. Don't let anything get over your head.
Yep.
Am I right that Monroe County has a couple of timeouts left?
They have 2. They had that odd timeout on the other. Watch the screen pass as well. That was one of the more effective plays.
1st and 10. Harlan, just straight handoff. Wood gets hit. Heads forward, give the man credit. Gets about 4, what should have been nothing. It's going to be 2nd and 6 as the clock runs.
Looks like I believe Rudy Wisdom in there on that one.
And really, Coach Pettit kind of knowing that discretion sometimes the better part of valor. Not in any rush right now. If they get another decent gain here, maybe a Hail Mary, maybe a hook and ladder late, but clock continues to run. 22 seconds left, and Monroe County still hasn't snapped it. 2nd and 6, the football inside the Monroe County 40. Harlan has it, looking to throw, trying to set up that screen again, and this time nothing happening. I don't know if that's complete. It's not. And in some ways, that might be good for Monroe County.
It was. The receiver caught it. I believe that was Wood. He caught it and would have gone down 5 yards back. That does stop the clock. I don't believe it's going to play into it. I think Monroe probably runs here. Now, if Monroe throws here and the clock stops, then you maybe send them after a punt or maybe just let it run out. I'm not sure, but still, right now with 10.4 to go, Monroe County with 3rd and 5.
Again, the Hornets up 27-6 as we head towards halftime. Under center this time in a straight eye, and that kind of, I think, clues you in to what's going on. Straight handoff, Wood up the middle. Heads towards a first down. He's short by about a half a yard, and that'll do it. At the end of the half, the Hornets dominant, up 27-6. The Hornet crowd on their feet and cheering on the boys as they head towards the locker room. Impressive work by your Metcalfe County Hornets. Halftime show's coming up, sponsored by Hornet Enterprises. We'll have that and probably interview the state participating cross-country coaches since they're up here in the booth with us. Stay with us for that and some stats, and we'll get you ready for the second half. Let's take a 2-minute break. You're listening home for Hornet Sports and the KY Sports Guys, 99.1 The Hoss.
Hey, Coach Sugar, how about we play a little old school? All right, I'm a terrific guy.
4 headphones. That's outstanding. Let's do a 4-person broadcast.
You're on a roll. Speaking of roll, big and best.
All right. I like it.
Matriculation line,
Then make it.
5 times, we were like,
Cafe operator, Metcalfe County High School student, located in the Metcalfe County High School cafeteria on West Dodger Street in Evanston. Hey, that's a privilege. The old school cafe is open for breakfast 6 to 10 a.m. Monday through Friday, 7 to 10 on Saturday. Open for lunch Monday through Friday.
You got them on backwards, I think, Alex.
Good picture.
No, actually,
Good picture. Can you hear me? I can't hear you.
Combine the latest online and mobile banking tools with the same friendly personal
No,
service.
I can't hear anything.
For over 120
There you go. I can hear now.
When you're looking for a new mortgage, an auto loan, personal loan, or a business loan, look no further than ESB. The loan process, quick and easy, because all of your loan
No, because I'm not going to try to find out yet because I think you come through H&M.
Right here with you.
I think H&M still picks us up.
FDIC
I think H&M may still pick us up.
Serena Ward, Metcalfe County Kentucky Farm Bureau Agency Manager, has 10 years of experience and is prepared to serve you. He is there to discuss your insurance needs and help make sure your assets are protected with the right insurance coverage. Give her a call at 270-432-3241. That's 432-3241. Or stop by 312 West Austin Street in Edmonton. That's Serena Morton, your local Metcalfe County Kentucky Farm Bureau Agency Manager.
Welcome back, everybody. The halftime show, sponsored by Hornet Enterprises, the MC Shirt Shop. All the shirts that you need, some KY Sports Guys shirts, and also, if you stop down there Monday, might have a real treat.
Wow, is that the old-fashioned radio tees?
It is. We got some CDs in from the HNP.
Wow, I've heard those guys are all right.
Well, you know, I think they're the best school-based cover band that I know of. So,
especially the best school-based cover band in Metcalfe County, I think.
For sure. But get down there and check that out as well.
No, we had a great time putting that CD together, going out. to Cassidy's studio out there and recording. It was over. It was just so much fun. It's a treat to be able to do that and to take some of the songs you love, some originals as well, and to be able to put your own sort of spin and stamp on those.
Point is, you can buy that. You can buy the KY Sports Guys shirts. You can buy all kinds of stuff down at the MC Shirt Shop. They have everything you need for Hornet fans. No doubt about it. Get down there and check it out. It'll be open again on Monday, and we're looking forward to it.
I think I'm going to go be in there and buy my own.
Yeah, you should. With us tonight, the cross-country coach is a successful year, no doubt about it. Anna Grace Bly, the regional champion, the girls' team runner-up by just a fraction in the region to Bethlehem. And then up the state tournament, 27 teams competed. The girls came in 14th, a nice showing up there against Bishop Brossart, who was the champion. A lot of private schools in that Class A division, but just a great year for both the boys and girls. Of course, Logan Phelps qualifying to go to state on the boys' side. But we're joined tonight by Coach Dina Hurt, Coach Alex Pennington, and welcome to the halftime show.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
Alex, you can also, you're in there. We got 4 mics, so.
Yeah, this is crazy. We've never had like this many people. We'll all either talk over each other or everybody will look at each other.
It feels like a talk show. It feels like our show on a Wednesday night sometimes. We have the 3 and then the call-in sometimes. So we'll start with Coach Dina Hurt here. Been with cross country for a while now. The program has been built. It's going to replenish itself. You lose Allie Thomas, who had a great career. Let's start by talking about her.
Okay. Allie has had a great career, both track and cross country. She's going to go on to run at Hanover College, I believe is her plan right now, unless something else comes along or she changes her mind, but she does want to run at the collegiate level. So her plan is to go across the river up in Indiana and run at Hanover College. It's a small college, going to be perfect for her to pursue her studies in wildlife biology, as well as be able to run at the collegiate level. But she is a promising young runner that runs all the time. She loves to run and get her times down. She's a good distance runner. She also runs for the Stocktonian and the track team as one of his distance runners. But she just works very hard at it.
How cool is it that she's going really at your old stomping grounds?
It is.
You're a Carrollton girl, grew up in Carroll County, and a lot of times I know you and your mom, maybe you did your shopping in Madison, and that's Hanover.
Yes, Madison, Indiana, Hanover, Indiana is very
and the regatta.
Near and dear to my heart. It is right across the river from Carrollton, where I grew up.
I love regatta, man. It's great, like with lasagna.
Some
Parmesan cheese, and it's really good. But that is fascinating that's where she landed. Of course, big success for the whole team. Anna Grace Bly, the regional champ.
We do. We have the region champ in Metcalfe County, and that's something for everybody to be proud of. Anna Grace has really got her time down this year and been a team leader for all of us. But she is well known, I believe, now in the state as just she has the body for running and is great at what she's doing. Go ahead, Alex.
The great thing about Anna Grace is that she's so young. She's very young, and she has a lot of potential. She's just a sophomore this year, and she's one of our best runners. So we're really looking forward to the future with her. And the rest of our team is pretty young too. Emily Shaw is just a freshman, and Emily is pretty focused on cross country. And then we have a few juniors, Carly Howard and Braylon Davis, and we're really looking forward to the future here.
Well, Alex, you bring up a good point. Any sport, you build that. You build the love for it. You build the skill for it. In football, we're seeing it now, the youth sports, the teaching in that, and just staying together as a team. Cross country, you're out there sort of by yourself, but still, it's a team thing. In the end, you still want to do what's great for your team. So it's great to see those folks learning early and staying with it.
Our kids are really supportive of each other too, and I think that's a really neat thing. I've coached softball for several years, and I think it's a really neat thing to see that it's an individual sport, but it's also a team sport. And so, there's a competition within the sport to drive themselves and their team, but they're really supportive of each other.
Halftime show tonight brought to you by Hornet Enterprises. We're talking to the cross-country coaches, Coach Dina Hurd and Coach Alex Pennington. And one of the things is that you talk about Anna Grace Bly and some of these other kids, they're youngsters, they do a multitude of things. Anna Grace Bly is not only the regional champion in cross-country and has, like you said, that cross-country build, but she also really good basketball player, really good softball player, can run track and do multiple things. And I think that's one of the really cool parts of being at a Metcalfe County is watching those athletes excel in multiple sports. And I would also say this for the two of you, you're like the Gil Thorpes of Metcalfe County. You coach half of those sports. You coach all those things. If you're not familiar with Gil Thorpe, he's the cartoon that used to be in the Courier-Journal, and he would coach football, then basketball, then baseball, and track. He just coached everything. You two very similar.
Well, our goal is just to provide opportunities and allow the kids to have fun and do what they love. We recognized early on that Anna Grace was going to be a good runner, and we told Stocktony, you have to find a spot for her in track in your relay or whatever, and we will work with our softball schedule to make sure she gets to your track practices when she can, but you put her in the lineup for track, and I think it's worked out well for her, and we'll also get you some other runners, and I think that benefited Allie and some of the other track people, because when one program does well, I think it makes all of Metcalfe County do well. It builds up the other programs. So if cross country is going to do well, track's going to do well, and softball is going to do well, and football is going to do well, and that's going to feed off that, and basketball is going to do well. So if we can get one improving, then all of them are going to feed off each other and do better.
Yeah, and state ranking 14th out of 27. We basically, cross country is kind of an accessory sport for us. We use cross country to train kids for their other sports. We do have a couple that's all that they do, and that they can really dedicate their time to it. But you have to realize when you go up to state is that these kids devote their entire year to practicing cross country, and our kids go for 2 months. And it's a really special honor for them to place 14th out of 27 against teams that go all year round.
Real quick on the boys' side, for the first time in a long time, you had a complete team at the regional tournament, which I think is something to be proud of. You had enough people to count to qualify as a team. Came up short of getting to the state tournament, but Logan Phelps qualifies yet again and had a good day up at the state.
We did. This is the fourth year in a row that Logan has qualified for the state tournament, and you can do that as an individual or as a team in cross country. So we've been fortunate that he's been able to do that. But like you said, we had a team, and you have to have 5 runners, and you take your top scorers to qualify in cross country as a team. And we have some promising runners in the boys' side. Cabot Bowling is a very strong runner. We got Connor Brandstetter that's coming up as a strong runner. C.T. Brandstetter ran with us this year. So we're looking for some other boys that want to come out and run to build that up. But we are taking kids K through 12, and we let them run because number one, it's good for them. Number two, it's good for the school to have programs that go all the way from elementary to middle school to high school, and cross country is one of those that can do that. So if you're interested in your child running, you have to have a sports physical. You have to be ready to go in July. That's when we kick off, July 15th normally. Now this year COVID is different, and who knows what will happen next year. But be prepared for that, and be watching for announcements on Facebook, social media, things like that. But if you'd like for your kid to run and be interested in getting involved in cross country, Coach Pennington and I would definitely be interested in talking to you.
Yeah, I echo that same sentiment for me and Coach Rob for track. One cool thing about cross country and track is you if you're on the team, you're going to probably be competing, whereas they're not 11 people on the field at a time. Everyone gets a chance to run, and you compete against yourself, especially when you're younger, and you grow to compete against your own PRs, your own personal records.
That's right. You just want to do better than you did the last time you went out. There is no, I'm good at this, I'm bad at this. You just want to get better, and you start out wherever you are. And for elementary, they run about a mile and a half by the end of the season. And then, of course, high school, the 5K is 3.1 miles for state and region. So that's the distances that they run. And varsity can be 7th through 12th grade, but there's also kind of a middle school JV team also.
Coach Dina Hurt, Coach Alex Pennington, thank you for what you do. Cross-country season, a great year. And thank you for being our guest here on the Halftime Show.
Oh, I think we're ready to take this over. Y'all can put your headphones up now.
We might take you up on that for sure. The Halftime Show sponsored by Hornet Enterprises.
After the break, and it's Radio Tees, we're going to have some updates from around the area, including an update from that other playoff game in district, Edmonson and Clinton County. Let's take another minute break. When we return, we'll have some stats and all that on your home for the Hornet football and the KY Sports guys. 99.1, the Hoss.
It's the Black Friday event of the year at the Salvage Store in Edmonton, Friday, November 27th and Saturday, November 28th, with special hours from 8 a.m. till 7 p.m. both days. This year's annual BSC auction has been canceled due to the COVID-19 pandemic, but don't worry, the fine folks at the Salvage Store are opening an additional 3,000 square foot building with deals like you've never seen. You'll find gift items such as sheet sets, socks, toys, primitives, makeup, Avon sets, cases of coffee, and many items too numerous to mention. The Salvage Store will be closed for Thanksgiving Day, but look forward to seeing you at this huge Black Friday event. For more details, call 270-432-0099 or you can also find Salvage Store on Facebook. The Salvage Store's regular building will also be open during this sale. And the huge Black Friday sale, November 27th to November 28th, at the Salvage Store in Edmonton at 605 South Main Street. Don't miss it.
Welcome back, everybody. The Halftime Show is sponsored by Hornet Enterprises. Right now, your Metcalfe County Hornets up 27-6 over Monroe County in the first round of the playoff game. Right now, first round of the playoffs, rather. Right now, for stats and maybe some scores, here's the Stock Tony.
Yeah, we want to give you the score from one in the region, in the area. Barron County right now at halftime losing to North Hardin 21-6. And the one we're more interested in probably, Edmonton just got a 100-yard interception return. They're up 16-6. I believe that's the third quarter, if I'm not mistaken.
100-yard interception return. That's brutal. Tough there for the Clinton County Bulldogs, who are hanging around on the road as the 4 seed, probably the closest 1-4 game in the state.
Yeah, that's a really close one. Probably, again, Edmonton's not played in a long time, got a lot of rush to shake off Clinton County. Last time they played, beat Greene County handily.
3-minute mark here to go in the halftime. They just put 3 on the clock, and with some stats, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. For the first half, rushing, Peyton Dial leads the team. 4 rushes for 36 yards. Gabe Zummerly, 8 rushes for 35 yards with 3 big touchdowns. Devin Alderson, 4 rushes for 16 yards. Passing, Peyton Dial, 8 for 9. 8 for 9 completions, 123 yards.
That's pretty good, I think.
Oh, yeah, that's really good. Wyatt Bly, 1 for 1, 19 yards, and a near touchdown. Receiving, Wyatt Bly, 3 catches for 58 yards and a touchdown. Sawyer Edmonds, 3 catches for 50 yards. Mason Esses, a catch for 19 yards. Rudy Wisdom, 2 catches for 15 yards. Dakota Shaw, 3 of 4 on extra points. Peyton Dial, 1 punt for 36 yards. Michael Verhaga had a great fumble recovery, I guess you could call it.
He got hit with a punt and had the wherewithal to jump on it, and it saved us a possession, got us a touchdown later on.
And defensively, leading the team in tackles, Mikey Bennett with 4. Wyatt Bly has a half tackle and an interception. Dakota Shaw with 1. Tanner Jesse with a half tackle. Will Shirley with 3. Luke Meadows with 2, both of them for loss, I believe. Gabe Zummerly with a half. Mason Esses with 1.5. Chris Shaw with 1. Sawyer Evans with 2.5. Aiden DeHawkes with 1.5, including a touchdown saving tackle. Peyton Dial with a half tackle, and Rudy Wisdom with 1.5 tackles.
For any Monroe County folks out there listening, Bryce Baxter had the touchdown for Monroe County from 1 yard out. 27-6 your score at halftime, about a minute and 10 seconds to go until we have the kick. Monroe County will be kicking off now. I would anticipate, again, you're going to pull out all the stops. And so onside kick certainly not out of the realm of possibility. We'll see. The only time that Monroe County's kicked off before, number 72, who's an offensive lineman / place kicker, put it in the end zone.
Yeah, and he had sort of exposed that the Hornets had one return man back there, and he kicked it sort of coffin corner style almost. And we ran it down. Luckily, the ball skipped on through. We'll see. But I would believe, just conjecturing, we're not great at predictions, but I would guess that Coach Pettit's going to try, as you said, to pull out all the stops, do what he can to get the ball back here to get something going.
You know, here's the situation. The Hornets, the favorites, up 21 at half, right where they want to be. If you get the football first and put it in the end zone, you got to feel like that would be a crushing blow to the visiting Falcons.
Yeah, again, you mentioned sort of take the wind out of their sails. We did that by answering their touchdown with a touchdown, and we've done that by hitting them. You mentioned point of attack, and just every hit sort of being a Metcalfe County win. I believe that's what we keep doing here.
Look, call it what it is. I mean, this is no disrespect, but we're the stronger, more physical team. No doubt about that, and that's been the case all night long. 12 minutes on the clock. We're ready for the third quarter. Thanks to Hornet Enterprises for sponsoring the halftime show, number 72. And that, again, is Tyler Brown from Monroe County will kick, and he puts the toe to it, end over end. It's going to come up at about the 24. Taken by Mikey Bennett to the 30, makes a man miss, and finally it's down at the 36-yard line. Nice return.
Some nifty running from Mikey right there. He had to pick up the ball, had a little bit of trouble getting, and then a couple of zigs and zags to get some yardage.
Football on the 36-yard line. Didn't see any trickeration there, and Monroe County probably very much aware that it won't be trick plays. They'll have to get some stops. They'll have to get some breaks in order to get back in this thing. Obviously, our boys hoping to take this one 64 yards and get what I would think would be a significant score. Dial rolls to his left, looking, has a man, block, first down and more at the 50 and the 45 and the 40, knocked out of bounds. First down, Metcalfe County.
Side judge went down over there. We hope he's okay. He's up and going. Yeah, but great pass, little drag again right over there to Wyatt. Perfectly placed, and then Wyatt using his athleticism to do the rest.
Can I tell you how much I love that play call coming out up 21? It would be easy to just hand it off, stay conservative, but I love what they did right there.
I do too, and what you're probably thinking that if you're Monroe County, they're going to come out here and try to just run clock. And what we're showing you is we want to come out and score. We want to use our weapons and score more.
Impressive, too. Peyton Dowell, successful tonight, rolling to his left. Dowell has Alderson behind him, gives him the football. Alderson, big hole to the 30. Still moving forward. I think the 30 is as far as he will get. It'll be second down and short.
When you run through a hole, and we've said it time and time again, when you run through a hole and you're 6 yards deep before someone touches you, and that's what Devin had happen to him there. And it wasn't even close. The hole was so wide, he could have probably gone through sideways.
100%.
With his arms out, it was huge.
Give credit to those guys. I want to try to go through here and hope I get it right. I know Jake Love is the closest to us. Jaden Perry, we don't talk a lot about him, the center. He's been good all year. Gabe Zummerly makes a man miss, bulls over another guy. My goodness, it's a first down to the 22. Luke Meadows out there, number 75, number 56, Tanner Jesse. And help me out as I spot down through there. Chris Shaw, number 60. Yep, the big guys up front getting it done.
Yeah, you mentioned Jaden Perry. We run predominantly shotgun. Not to put the announcer's jinx, but we don't see many problems with the snap. That's sometimes goes unnoticed. You notice it when it's not working well,
yes, sir,
as Monroe County, but you don't notice when it's perfect every time.
Jaden Perry has had a tremendous senior year. He's been crucial to the success of this team. First and 10 at the 23-yard line. Alderson again tries the left side, big hole again. I'm telling you, they're not even touching him until he's 5 or 6 yards down the field. He's close to another first down.
Chris Shaw again pulling from that right guard spot, leading the hole, gets through that hole, looking for somebody to hit, and then he really laid some wood on a guy. Alderson goes off of that for a first down, 10 yards at a time.
And the fun of this is the clock just continues to roll. We're at 9:45, first possession of the second half. The Hornets lead at 27-6, looking for more. They are in the maroon zone.
Got Cole Shive out there, that sort of back position. He's leading it now.
Zummerly, and they were keying on him that time. Give credit to Bryce Baxter for the Falcons. Went low, ankle tackle. It's going to be no gain.
It was a good read. I'm not sure if Baxter's sort of reading Cole and seeing where Cole goes. That's where the play goes.
Now for Metcalfe County.
And also, though, if they are keying on that, it gives you a chance to fake that one.
They're going to say that Gabe lost a yard there at 2nd down and 11.
Let me ask you this. I know we don't keep records of these things, but how many times this year in the games we've played have we said that phrase?
Gabe
lost a yard. Or anybody.
Maybe once or twice, but Gabe for sure. Very rare that we've had negative plays on offense. 2nd and 11. Football at about the 13. Dow rolls to his left again. Now he comes back to his right. Has some open space. He's in some trouble. Gets back to the original line of scrimmage. Makes something out of nothing. He's inside the 10. It'll be 3rd down.
Peyton Dial showing the speed. Number 16 for Monroe County. I'm trying to find his name. But anyway, he had the angle on Peyton Dial. Can't find it, but he had the angle on Dial. Dial just got outside of him and then made some stuff happen. And then about 3 Falcons converge on him. Peyton just slips out of bounds. I think they collided.
Yeah, gets the football down to about the 7-yard line. It's going to be 3rd and 6. The Hornets can get a 1st down for 1st and goal without getting into the end zone here. And I think they have obviously 2 plays to get this short 6 yards. 8:39 to go, 3rd quarter. Hornets lead at 27-6. Zummerly behind Peyton Dow. Dow, straight drop back as he gets it. Looks. Rolls to his left. Still looking. Makes a man miss. Still looking. Throws in the end zone. Has a man wide open. Are you kidding? There's a flag down, though. Mason Estes has the touchdown. And let's see what we have. Could be ineligible downfield. Because that took a long, long time.
It did, and you can't. That was to Mason Estes, by the way. We'll see. Maybe Peyton was across the line. I'm not sure. But you can't ask your secondary to cover that long. Peyton doing a great job of eluding some tacklers. We'll see. I believe
they're going to say that Peyton Dow was past the line of scrimmage, which I did not see. I don't know about that, to be real honest. And again, in order for that to be true, your whole body and the football has to be beyond the line of scrimmage. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, that's a perfect point. It's not just part of you.
I don't think that's right.
Every bit of you has to be across the line. Either way, it's an exciting play to watch develop, and you saw Peyton looking downfield the whole time. That's impressive. Keeping your eyes downfield for that open receiver.
I'm not saying that Tommy was wrong over there, but normally when you're watching a play, you get a sense that a guy's close. I never felt like he was close to the line of scrimmage. I'd like to see it again. It's going to back it up. It's going to be 3rd and 11 from the 13, 8:28 to go. I always thought that was a loss of down, is it not?
I don't believe
Apparently
so,
not.
No.
Okay. So 3rd and 11. Football on the 13 in Monroe County territory. Down for the Hornets. Rolls right this time. Plenty of time again. Looking. Throws. Knocked away. Good defense that time. That'll be 4th down.
Saw Peyton using his arm strength, and he tried to put one in a tight window there, as you mentioned. Really good defense from Monroe County. It's going to bring up 4th and 11, 8:20 to go in the 3rd. Coach LJ's keeping the offense on the field.
Yeah, I think you have to. The range here would be a little tough for Dakota as far as field goal.
I believe the angle would be probably maybe even the tougher part. Sure. You'd have to sort of almost not slice it, but sort of angle it out right.
And here's the good news. Again, you're up 21 points. It's 27-6, 8:20 to go in the 3rd. If you move forward, even if you're short, you're going to make Monroe County go 90-plus yards. 4th down and 11 from the 13. Metcalfe County. It looks like Gabe's going to take a direct snap. Fakes the handoff. Gabe has a man out there, and it is incomplete. Had a man.
That was Peyton Dial.
Over it. Cole Shive almost reached up and tried to catch it. Maybe he could have caught it too. A little bit behind Dial, but he had his mitts on it. It's incomplete. A turnover on downs, and the Falcons will get it at their own 13-yard line.
Really interesting play call where you put your wildcat, basically, and you put your quarter. You usually see that, though, when a quarterback goes out, just sort of stands there. That time Peyton Dial runs the route, gets to the back of the end zone. Almost had it, and as you mentioned, maybe some confusion there as who that ball was going to.
It was a great call. Really liked it. All right, the Falcons have it. 1st and 10 at their 13. They have 87 yards to go in this drive. Just a quick handoff. Nothing happening there. That's number 6, Cade Turner.
That's big number 56, Tanner Jesse, bringing him down that one for a run. About a gain of 2.
That drive, by the way, took about 4 minutes off the clock. Again, 27-6 your score. The Hornets up 21 points. You would have loved to have seen them punch it in, obviously, but grinding, letting that clock run. Just at this point, Coach Dean and I used to say this for years in girls basketball, the clock is our friend.
Yep.
Second down and about 8 yards to go. Football at the 15. Monroe County has the football. Harlan has the snap. Just a straight handoff to Wood. Makes the man miss, but not a second. And he's swarmed under for no gain.
Hey, Mikey Bennett is not someone you make miss a lot. And again, once he gets his hands on it, he's bringing you down. That was Mikey on that one. He's going to bring up a 3rd and 7, 10 remaining here in the 3rd.
Again, just looking to get the big stop here, flip the field position, force a punt. You wonder at what point, I know it's just the 3rd quarter, but down 3 scores, you wonder at what point Monroe County would go for it. As it is, it's 3rd and 7, football on the 16-yard line. Harlan in the shotgun has a running back to his left. 3 receivers to the near side. Throws it over the middle. It's tipped and almost intercepted by Alderson. Tried to hit the tight end over the middle, but couldn't get it.
It's a big target out there, too. He's a little behind him. Devin Alderson saw pick 6 in his future, just couldn't get his mitts on it.
Going to be a punt situation. Watch for the fake here. That was Jamison Pruitt, by the way, who had perhaps the most fun moment of the night. Recovered a kickoff and got up and just took off running.
Yeah, pulled it out of the pile, kind of rugby style, and look, again, heady play. It could have worked.
Jordan Page back to punt. He stands just short of his own goal line. Snap is back, puts the toe to it, end over end this time, and it's going to be close again. Get out of the way, boys. Takes a nice roll. Good punt by Jordan Page there. Puts it on the Metcalfe County 41. 34-9. Quick math. There's a 43-yard punt with no return. 6:38 to go in the 3rd. The Hornets will take over. Second possession of the half, leading 27-6.
You mentioned the clock being their friend, too, and running off over 4 minutes, but doing that aggressively with passes and run mix. So I like what Coach LJ's doing, not just taking his foot off the gas.
1st and 10 Hornets, football at the 41-yard line. Sawyer Edmonds splits out wide to the far side near the Monroe County Falcons sideline. 2 receivers nearest us. Snap is back, and this time straight ahead running Gabe Zummerly. Huge hole, running over a couple of guys past the 50 to the 48.
We've said it 100 times tonight. Let's make it 101. Huge hole for Gabe to run through. He hits it, not touched till deep downfield. By the way, we talk about taking foot off the gas by running the ball. That's really not the case with our team. We generally are making some huge gashes when we run the ball.
Yeah, it's not 3 yards in a cloud of dust. Although I'd take 3 yards in a cloud of dust. 6:10 to go. A little struggle in the backfield. Dow keeps it. Has some room down the left side. Has a first down and more, but this one's coming back. Flag flies. Where the flag is when they mark this off, it'll probably be 1st and 10 all over again.
Yeah, it's going to come back. Yeah, literally 10 yards. I'm sure there was a hold out there. Someone got an arm extended and spun somebody, it looked like.
Flag is at the 38-yard line. Again, the 48 is where this play started. Peyton Dial faked the handoff to Alderson. A little confusion looked like to start, but once he got outside to the left, he was good. Unfortunately, it comes back, and we'll act like that never happened.
I am impressed by Peyton's wheels. He's getting outside, hitting that corner, and he's gone. And you saw right there just real speed. We don't see him run the ball a whole lot. He's been passing the ball more this year, but I think he's gained some speed between the sophomore and junior years.
5:45 to go, 3rd quarter. Hornets lead at 27-6, 1st and 10. Our Hornets have the football on the Monroe County 48-yard line. 2 backs in the backfield with Dow. Takes a couple of steps and flings it out to the left. Short hop that one. And really, it was well covered. That might have been the best scenario there.
Yeah, he was going to have to put that one low anyway. The old proverbial put it where only your guy can catch it. And probably better off not to even take the chance with that one. You can tell when he sort of snapped it off right away that he just sort of taking it down a little too far into the follow-through.
It's going to be 2nd and 10. Football again at the 48-yard line. 5.5 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. 27-6 is your score. Metcalfe County jumped out early 7-0 and then 14-0. Monroe County responded with a touchdown to make it 14-6. Since then, 13 straight by your Hornets. Little pitch this time. Alderson, right side, has plenty of space. Cuts inside. Makes a great cutback. He was heading towards the sideline and planted that right foot. Went back inside at the 40, gained another 6 or 7 from there.
Had receivers, everybody out blocking, and give big Jake Love, the junior, some credit. He was out there leading that one too, leading the way, putting a body on someone for a huge game for the Hornets.
So give Jake Love some love?
Give him some Jake.
5-minute mark as the clock runs. Hornets have it 1st and 10 at the Monroe County 33-yard line. Zummerly behind Dial, 2 receivers to the far side. Edmonds to the near side. Dial rolls to his left. Been successful here, but short hops that one. And you wonder on that if the receiver, and it looks like Rudy Wisdom, kind of got out of his break a little later that time.
Yeah, that was the timing on that. We talked about the impeccable timing. Couple on that one, not quite so good. I do want to talk about something we don't talk about a lot. Is the pass protection. These guys, the technique. I really love watching their pass technique. They're getting back, they're getting their hands up, they're moving their feet, which is huge on pass protection. You want to build a pocket, a U-shape for him, and that's really what they're doing here. It's really nice to watch.
Cole Shive and Devin Alderson in the backfield. It's Alderson who has the carry again. He slips and falls, but they say he stays on his feet. Makes a man miss. Gets the outside. Cuts it back. Still going. Inside the 10. It'll be 1st down, and I tell you, I have no idea how his knee didn't go down at the 30. I'd be shocked if it didn't. But they said play on, and so he did.
Yeah, that was foot slips. He goes down and has the wherewithal to catch himself and then move forward again. And then, about 3 broken ankles out there from the Monroe County Falcon defenders. Cuts it back, leaves the guy in his dust. The elusive Devin Alderson.
I love it. He's not going out of bounds. That's twice he's been heading towards the sideline and refuses to go that way. It's 1st and goal at the 8. Hornets looking for that cementing, really. Final touchdown. Dial dropped it as he kept it. Now he spins and turns, trying to make something out of nothing. And he's dragged down. I think he might have gained a yard or 2.
Yeah, he ran it right at the down marker, and I think he may have gotten 1.
Gained about half a yard. It'll be 2nd down.
Venerable Daniel Bragg calling the half yard. We'll go with that.
Sure. 2nd and goal. Football at the 7-yard line. We're under 4 minutes to go. The clock shows 3:50 and counting, 3rd quarter. Hornets up 21. If you make it a 4-score game, I think pretty much the nail is in the coffin there. 2nd and goal from the 7. Now, last time down here, we didn't get the touchdown. Turned it over on downs. Gabe Zommerly, big hole on the cutback, and he is in. You can see it from here. It was so perfect. Well blocked, well designed. Touchdown, Metcalfe County.
It's a Torino Horton touchdown for Gabe Zommerly. It's 3rd of the night. I tell you, Gabe, 4th of the night, excuse me. Gabe hits that hole, and you mentioned the cutback. We're used to seeing him run over someone. That time he makes a beautiful left-handed cut, plants right, goes left, just a little zigzag right through there for the touchdown. Lovely piece of running.
The Red Sea really parted there, and Gabe the good vision to see that. Snap is back, PAT, and I'm telling you, I'm not sure he missed the one he missed. It looked really good from here. But that one is good. 4 for 5 on the game for Dakota Shaw. 34-6, Hornets in control, 3:32 to go. In the 3rd, let's send it back to the studio for 30 seconds. You're listening home for Hornet Sports and the KY Sports Guys, 99.1 The Hoss.
Are you dreaming of a construction project you need help with? Please start Junior of Edmonton and call at 270-805-9177. Remodeling, new construction, barns, roofs, decks, kitchens, and baths. Let Steve Brookshire and Brookshire Construction make your dreams come true. 270-805-9177. Serving Metcalfe and surrounding counties.
Welcome back, everybody. 3:32 to go in the 3rd. Coach Jay Hurt along with the Stock Tony with the KY Sports Guys bringing you Hornet football. And, man, it's good to be back. Good to be out here and watching these guys on the field.
Really is. It's great to, obviously it's great to see this score the way it's looking right now, but the Hornets have dominated this one. Shaw's going to be kicking off. 34-6 the score, 3:32 to go in the 3rd. We'll see where Shaw kicks this one.
It's been a mystery, hasn't it, all night? This time he pooches it. And this time caught by Wood with a head of steam. Gets a nice return out of it to the 45. And looks like we got a man down at the 40. Let's see. No, he's going to hop back up. Devin Alderson showing some toughness.
I believe Dakota Shaw is the one who made that tackle. There is a Falcon down. It may be Wood.
That's twice. He fumbled the last one, but this time he caught it with a head of steam at about the 30. He's a big guy, big, strong fella. And took a big hit. Again, we hope he's okay. Perhaps a cramp situation. Well, we won't speculate. 3:26 to go in the third quarter. Hornets lead at 34-6. Let's take another 30 seconds. You're listening home for Hornet Sports and the KY Sports Guys. 99.1 The Hoss.
Peace of mind. We all want it. Whether it's about our future or our health, it's nice to know you're covered. At Life and Hospital New Jersey,
No. No, it was 16. 16.
Give them a call at 270-432-3491 or go by their office in
Kickoff was returned, number 21. Jacob Wood brought down number 7. Mason Estes brought out to the Monroe County 45-yard line.
3:26 to go, 34-6, and the young man is up and walking off under his own power, and we're glad to see that. Number 21,
that's Jacob Wood.
Yeah, and he's a good, strong kid, good player, and glad to see him kind of shaking it off over there. And so Monroe County takes over at their own 45-yard line. Again, the Hornets looking good to advance. The last score we had on the Edmondson-Clinton game, 16-6, Edmondson in the lead, but that's been a while, and Clinton hanging in there.
Looks like Clinton's moving the ball. That last touchdown put up by Edmondson was on a 100-yard interception return. So obviously, Clinton was right there close to the knocking on the door.
1st and 10. Harlan, number 4, has been the quarterback the whole way for the Falcons. Straight handoff. Good yardage there past the 50 to the 49. And that's Jordan Page running hard for the Falcons.
It's Gabe Zummerly on that tackle. That's the first time we've seen one of our safeties have to come up and run support and really make much of a play. That's the biggest hole we've seen Monroe County open up on our defensive line.
Monroe County's had 2 or 3 decent plays, that being one of the best ones. The first play from scrimmage, a little swing pass to Jordan Page for a gain of 8, and then the 20-plus yard catch to Wood that set up the first touchdown. Those were your big plays. The screen play to Page, also a big one. 2nd and 4, Harlan keeps it, trying to get outside to the right side. Cannot do it. Might gain a yard. It'll be 3rd down.
Sawyer Edmonds hounding him on that one.
Down number 10, Sawyer Edmonds.
And that's the one that always, it looks like it might go for more. The Hornets are sniffing that out, reading it out well. Sawyer made that tackle. Mikey Bennett was right in there too. And Harlan just trying to get down the line of scrimmage and get into some open territory. And right now the Hornets shutting that down.
Clock runs, 2:10 to go in the third quarter. Hornets lead at 34-6, looking good at advancing next week. You know, if Clinton were to pull the upset, we get another home game. If Edmondson wins, we'll be on the road. This one not over yet, but it's looking good. 3rd and 3. Falcons have it at the 48-yard line. They hand it off to Page, and give him credit. Jordan Page is going to get the first down. He was hit at about the 50, bounced off a guy, and picks up 4.
Sawyer Edmonds making that tackle, but Luke Meadows pushed his man back into the backfield, and Page ran into his own man, but didn't bring him down. So Page with some good hard running.
1st and 10 Falcons at the 45. They're in Metcalfe County territory. Again, we're heading towards the 4th and final quarter. Don't forget, when this is over, stay tuned for what should be a joyous and victorious post-game show sponsored by the Salvage Store. And again, we'll have the unenviable task of trying to pick a play of the game sponsored by Pappy's Restaurant. 1st and 10 Falcons. Harlan throws it over the middle, has Pruitt complete, gain of about 8. They had that earlier, and it almost turned into a pick. This time they completed it.
It's a good pass. Pruitt just sat down in the zone. Harlan hit him. Gabe Zummerly making a nice tackle. Going to be a gain of about 7 as we're under a minute now in this third quarter.
Spot him at the 38-yard line in Metcalfe County territory as the clock runs, as you mentioned. 34-6. We're not exactly in running clock territory just yet. Falcons looking to make sure that doesn't happen. Under center, straight eye, Harlan has the snap. Handoff, Page. This time, again, Jordan Page, good runner. Tip your hat to that young man as he kind of looked like he was down, and then he Barry Sanders his way through. I think it's going to be a first down, but they're spotting it a little bit short, actually.
I believe Chris Shaw was in on that tackle, but yeah, they're going to spot him at about a half a yard short. We'll see if Monroe County gets a playoff before this quarter ends. We're nearing the 10-second mark. Looks like they're going to hustle out and try to get one go.
Third and about a foot. One of the Falcons receivers lined up on the wrong side. He finally gets to where he needs to be. Handoff. No dice. Loss of about 3. What an impressive play. Luke Meadows? Maybe.
I believe it was Tyler Vibber. That's what I thought. Tyler Vibber making his presence.
Yes, sir. Tyler Vibber. With the play, it'll be 4th and 2. That ends the third quarter. Your Hornets up comfortably 34-6 over the Falcons. Let's send it back to the studio for 30 seconds. You're listening home for Hornet Sports and the KY Sports Guys. 99-1 the Hoss.
Roadside Barbecue and Grill is not just barbecue. They also serve fish, and they are the home for delicious hand-cut steak. Start off your meal with a delicious appetizer or salad, and they have over 18 sides to choose from, and don't leave without trying their homemade pie. Thursday is seafood night, try to dine and steak night, and they have fried rib on Saturday night. Open Thursdays from 3 until 8 p.m., Friday and Saturday from 11 a.m. till 8 p.m., and closed on Sunday. Stop by 1815 North Metcalfe School Road Center, or call in your order at 270-565-3037. Roadside Barbecue and Grill is a proud supporter of Hornet Sports. Go Big Luke, number 75.
Welcome back, everybody. Stockton along with Coach Jay Hurt with the KY Sports Guys. The Hornets up 34-6. The fourth quarter about to begin quickly for the Hornets. Devin Alderson leading rushing with 70 yards. Gabe Zummerly rushing with 4 touchdowns. The Falcons are about to take the field. Coach, that last play, the Falcons were scrambling. Almost think they might should have let that one go to the quarter.
As it is, 4th and a couple. Harlan, straight handoff. Page, hit hard, running forward. I think he's going to have the first down. Again, if there's a bright spot tonight, Jordan Page has been it for the Monroe County Falcons. That kid runs with a lot of heart. He's going to have the first down there to the 33.
That was a Gabe Zummerly type run without the hole. Mason Estes making the tackle, but Page extending the drive here for the Falcons. You mentioned a nice bright spot for them.
1st and 10 Falcons at the 33-yard line in Metcalfe County territory. We're in the 4th and final quarter. Right now, it's really about what the final score is going to look like, 34-6. The Hornets looking to advance to the second round and to what essentially is the postseason district final next week.
Got some updates coming in. Don't have an Edmondson update yet, but Barron County losing 42-6 to North Hardin.
1st and 10 Falcons. Under center, Harlan fakes the handoff, rolls to his right. Pass is out there. Nobody really close to it. I think maybe the closest was Mason Estes. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Harlan had to get rid of that ball. About 3 Hornets converging on him, and he didn't want anything to do with that.
2nd and 10, football at the 33, 11:07 to go in the 4th quarter. Monroe County has the football at the 33-yard line. You mentioned it earlier. With a sparse crowd, you can hear just about everything.
Yeah.
Probably the people in the stands in front of us are hearing our broadcast.
Probably so, yeah.
And that's okay. A few extra listeners, we'll take it. Monroe County
we'll take a listener anywhere we can get it.
Anywhere we can get it, yes, sir. I formation. Baxter's the fullback. Fake the handoff to Page, rolling to his right, setting up that screen again. They've got it. This could be 6. Jordan Page is out there, and give number 7, Mason Estes, credit, because if he doesn't get off the block and get out there, that's going to be a touchdown.
I tell you, that's two things there. That's one I think we steal next week.
Yes,
I like that play. Love that design, the throwback, basically get everybody going one way. We may have that play, actually probably do. But give Mason Estes credit on that. Fights off a block.
He was the only guy out there.
He's the only thing standing between Monroe County and 6 there.
1st and 10 at the 11. Monroe County driving here in the 4th quarter. 10 minutes, 38 seconds to go and counting as the clock runs. 4th and final quarter. Hornets up 34-6. Harlan under center. Rolling to his right. He's in trouble. He's sacked behind the 20-yard line, and that play never had a chance. Tanner Jesse.
Tanner Jesse showing the closing speed. Harlan trying to back up, and Tanner Jesse
not only that, but Tanner's got some moves out there. Not quite Mark Gastineau-esque, but it's close.
He had some sort of, it was a near dance.
Do you remember the sack exchange they called him?
Loved Joe Klecko and Mark Gastineau.
No doubt. 10-minute mark. Big sack by Tanner Jesse makes it second, and a long, long way to go. 2nd and 22. The Falcons could get a first down at about the 1-yard line.
Monroe County also having trouble getting the play, and we're going to see a clock pretty soon if they don't hustle.
Yeah, and I saw the white hat reset basically the play clock. So, no? Okay. And we're going to get a timeout, Monroe County. 9:40 to go, 4th quarter. Hornets lead at 34-6. Let's take 30 seconds. You're listening to your home for Hornet Sports, the KY Sports Guys, 99.1 The Hoss.
100 years. Smell freshly lit Kingford charcoal has been family, friends.
You got to try to get some more stats in.
Kingford is the most trusted brand of charcoal with multiple flavors and colors. Kingford lights faster and burns longer than other competitive brands, bringing you the flavor you've come to know and love. And made in the USA, all natural ingredients. Go to Kingsford.com for details, grilling tips, recipes, and more. Kingsford, serving the world for 100 years. That's part of Metcalfe County business since 19.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Stock Tony along with Coach Jay Hurt. We're the KY Sports Guys. 34-6 is your score. The Hornets in command. 9:40 to go in the 4th. Get you a few more stats here. Gabe Zermley has 62 yards rushing and 4 touchdowns. Peyton Dow with 43 yards rushing and 150 yards through the air and a touchdown. Wyatt Bly also with a pass, 19 yards on that one. Wyatt Bly leading the team in receiving, 4 receptions, 86 yards, and a touchdown as Monroe County is back on the field.
2nd down, a long way to go. Trying to set up that screen again. This time the Hornets were on it. Pass is incomplete. It'll be 3rd down.
Saw Tanner Jesse drop back out, and then there's the Velociraptor, Mikey Bennett, eating up some ground to be out there too. If he'd have caught that ball, he'd had a lot of trouble on his hands.
3rd down, 22 yards to go for the Falcons.
Got a final coming in, and thanks to Chapzilla, North Hardin has advanced. They've beaten Berry County 42-6. Hoping for an Edmonson County, Clinton County score soon.
3rd down, long way to go. 9:34 to go in this ball game. Hornets, you're up 28, but you want every stop that you can get. Under center is Harlan. 3-step drop and trying to hit the slant. He hit the slant all right, but he hit it to us, and unfortunately, that one was dropped out there. Let's see who the defender was.
That was Mason Estes, and you can't.
He's had a great night and a tough night.
But you can't say too much because Monroe County would have the touchdown right now. Have Mason Estes not fall off that block and made the tackle. So he's literally right at this point what has stood between the 6 points for Monroe on this drive.
4th down, the Falcons are going to have to go for it, no doubt about that.
I think you just maybe throw one up and hope for something good here.
You nailed it. It's out there. It's picked and dropped again. And that was Wyatt Bly this time. But this time, it was 4th down. Smart play by Wyatt. I'm going to assume that he did that on purpose.
It couldn't have looked more like he had because he dropped it, almost drop kicked it. But from his reaction, I think he may have made one of the interception. That's 2 points against you again. If you're a Wyatt Bly fantasy owner tonight, a lot of points you would have scored. That's 2 more. The Hornets are going to take over with 9:24 to go. 34-6 is your score. Looking to add to that.
1st and 10, Metcalfe County. Peyton Dow has the football. Handoff. Big hole again. Gabe Zommerly got a block in the back. That's an easy call. 3 flags, 5. That's a little overkill. Gabe had a big hole anyway. That was an easy call. Man down for the Hornets, but they're going to get him back up. Luke Metis able to get to his feet.
That's because he was 20 yards downfield blocking. I would say tired as much as anything else, just running that way the whole block. But yeah, that was an obvious call, going to negate a huge gain for the Hornets.
Penalty against the Hornets, blocking the back, be 10 yards from the spot.
When you do it in there and hold or something illegal with 10 guys around you, you might get away with it. But when it's out there in front of everybody and the side judge is staring at your numbers, he can't really miss that one.
There are times when you look at the official and you say, you know, are you serious, Clark? But not that time.
No.
You serious, Clark? One of my favorites. First down and 13 now, let's call it. Handoff, not much happening there. I can't tell if that's Alderson or if it's Gabe. Gets a couple of yards up close to the 20. 8:45 to go in this game, 34-6.
That was Alderson. Jacob Wood with a nice play there, get around and making the tackle in the backfield. Or close to. They're going to give him one on that.
Kind of staying with that same movie line. I'm looking forward to the post game because we're going to have the happiest post game that you've ever seen.
You can't quote the rest of that speech, can you?
No, I don't think so. Second down. Quick pass out to the right side. White blind makes a man miss. Heads forward. Gains 4 or 5. That was a good move by White.
Yeah, all the yardage gain on that one was on due to Wyatt's slick maneuver. But I do like the pass. It was just read well. It was defended well by Monroe County. It was interesting, too. It was that counter tray look. Bring your right guard and your right tackle over to block, and then you throw right.
Under 8 to go. Your color analysis is spot on. 34-6. Your Hornets are going to advance, people, and so things are looking good. 34-6 is the score. One more. What does it take? 36 to be running clock?
By the way, thank you, Clark. It's the gift that keeps on giving.
All year round. 3rd and 7. Dow throwing for it. Has Edmonds to toe touch. What a play. Great pass. Even better catch. Sawyer Edmonds.
Going back to the first of the game, I believe it was Mason Estes. So Rudy Wisdom won.
I think it was Mason.
Mason, who I thought made the catch at that time. Sawyer gets both feet in, NFL style.
You said it. It used to be that was a play that you're stunned that the pros make. And then the college guys started working on. Then the high school guys started working on. You're not going to see a better tap than what you saw from Sawyer Edmonds.
Perfectly thrown ball, by the way, by Peyton Dial to put it right out there on the sideline.
Straight pitch to the left side. Gabe Zummerly tries to get outside. Finds a hole. Bursts through. And gets a good gain there when I didn't think it was going to be much. Gets past the 40 to the 43. And that'll be close to a first down. It is a first down.
Lovely run. You got to love, by the way, again, Rudy Wisdom out here blocking. And then when you see Gabe where he's tackled, and then you look and you see 5 offensive linemen standing within, almost within touching distance, you know you're doing something right.
Is that Julia Louis-Dreyfus' second or third best performance?
Oh, it was wonderful.
6.5 to go. 1st and 10. Alderson tries the right side. Hits the spin button. He actually just kind of planted the right foot and came back. No spin. Gets about 5.
Yeah, Dreyfus was she was good in that as the angry,
the neighbor,
busybody. Not really busybody, but just very unhappy, very
kind of preppy. Didn't really like Christmas. Gain of 6 for Devin Alderson makes it 2nd and 4. Football, the nose of the football directly on the midfield stripe. 6:05 to go in the game. Hornets up 34-6 over Monroe County. Handoff. No, Dow keeps it. Past the 50, in the 45, heading towards the 40 and out of bounds. It'll be a first down, but a flag flies late. They kind of stared at that block. I thought they might call it, but then I didn't see a flag, and then they threw one.
I think Will Shirley might have had a little bit of a tug. Then he pushes his man down.
Yeah.
And then he does the natural thing that is going to get you caught every time. He sort of get the hands.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't do that. Sort of the...
Yeah.
And I think the official probably reacted to that as much as anything else.
Sure. And so that's going to push the football back to the 39-yard line in Metcalfe County territory. It'll be 2nd down and about 14 yards to go. Peyton Down had the first down, but the flag negates that. Instead, it'll be 2nd and 14.
Big Will's had himself a nice game.
The whole offensive line
really has. Tanner Jesse getting a little break right now. Will getting in there.
Edmonds to the near side, the lone receiver, 2 to the far side. Dow throws it out there to Bly, has his man. 45, making a man miss. He's going to be dropped at the 45, though. He was coming back to the middle of the field, and so the Falcon defense was getting there.
About 6 on the play.
Wyatt Blythe, I know we're going to say this in January when basketball starts, but Wyatt Blythe is electric.
Mm-hmm.
He moves, and I say on basketball and football too, but especially basketball, he's quicker than he is fast, but he's fast too.
Well said. 3rd down and 8, football at the 45. Under the 5-minute mark, 34-6. Hornets in control of this football game.
Got a score in here. Thank you to Stevie Compton, by the way. 22-6 Edmonton, 3 minutes. Edmondson, 3 minutes left in the third.
3rd down, faking the pitch, and then Dial rolls right. He wants it all. He has Edmonds out there. It's caught. It's going to be a 1st down. No, they say he's out of bounds. I don't know. I don't see how he was.
That's another one of those. That's another one of those times where little rising coming from the crowd, I think. That's another one of those NFL type plays. You used to, growing up, everyone threw it over the inside shoulder.
Sure.
That one went over the outside shoulder nearer the sideline. And I think that's the design.
It's going to be 4th down and 8. Snaps back. Peyton Dial puts the toe to it. Low end over end, but it hits at the 20. Or the 25 rather, taken to the 20 by Jordan Page, gets it past the 25 to the 26. The Falcons will have it there 1st and 10. And again, Tommy Burris is over there, good guy, good official, and I'm sure he sees it better than we do.
Yeah.
But never in my life did I think that Sawyer Edmonds was out of bounds there.
No,
out of bounds. There.
Yeah, it looked really good.
Looked pretty good.
I tell you what looked good too, by the way. Tyler Neal with a great special teams tackle there, open field, brought his man down.
Credit to Tyler, well done. 4:29 to go in this game, 34-6. Stay with us when this one's over. The post-game show sponsored by the Salvage Store. Play of the game sponsored by Pappy's Restaurant. We're looking forward to it. You know you're going to win this game, but you know the defense wants to keep them at 6 if they can. Handoff. Have to look and see. I think it's Page. He's swarmed under after a short gain to the 30.
Now that's Page. Page, I believe, right? He's a junior.
Number 2, right?
Pretty strong, really strong. Been a bright spot here tonight. He goes head to head, hits straight up in the hole with Mikey Bennett, and he goes backwards. Mikey Bennett stands his ground, does not move an inch backwards.
Tanner Jesse also there. Daniel Bragg says that Rudy Wisdom, let's give him some credit as well. The football at the 30-yard line, clock runs. Monroe County's in no hurry. This one has been decided. 14-6, and Monroe County gets the score. You get a little, not nervous, but you think, okay, this is going to be a contest. Credit our guys because they never look back from that moment on. 20 straight points to put this one away. Harlan rolls to his right, has Pruitt. Incomplete, into double coverage.
Big Will Shirley was going up against the double team and pushing them both back into Harlan on that one, too. Just a testament, again, to the strength. I know who you're talking about the duties of picking the Pappy's player of the game. I know what my thoughts are, but we'll share that maybe after the game, privately.
3:34 to go in this game. I look forward to hearing what you have to say because I'm telling you, it's just like always. I can think of 4 or 5 people. Gabe Zummerly has 4 rushing touchdowns. And I don't know that it's him.
No. I mean, it could. Yeah. That's one of those deals. It can always be somebody, and because Gabe could probably win it about every week because he had such a great game.
It's going to be 3rd and about 8. Edmonds was blitzing, and he might have got away with being offsides. Doesn't matter. And Mason Estes knocks away what I thought was going to be a sure completion. Credit Mason Estes right there.
Yeah, I believe you're right. By the way, I think Sawyer might have been a half step fast. Not called though, so he was at Mason Estes. You mentioned the ball gets to the receiver and he strips it. Great play.
Monroe County going to punt it away. 3:28 to go. 34-6 is your score. That's another thing that Jordan Page has done well for the Falcons tonight. He's punted the ball well. Wide Bly back for your Hornets. He stands at about the 40-yard line. Inside the 20 is Jordan Page as he has the football and puts the toe to it. This one off the right side of his foot, but a good one. Takes a great Falcon bounce this time from the 40 all the way down to the 32-yard line where it'll be 1st and 10 for your Metcalfe County Hornets. Let's keep it right here.
Yeah, let's thank all those season sponsors. As we do, we got the Salvage Store, Roadside Barbecue and Grill, Metcalfe Drugs, SCRTC, Ma's Deli, Miller Family Dentistry, Kingsford Charcoal, Mayor Doug Smith, Brookshire Construction, Edmonton State Bank, Glass & Thompson Insurance, Trina Hornet, Kentucky Farm Bureau, The Printing Press, and Pappy's Restaurant.
3:19 to go in the game. Looking forward to talking to Coach LJ or whichever coach comes up and visits with us. You know, we'll talk about looking ahead to next week, but you really just want to soak this in. A playoff victory, not something that we have accomplished in quite some time, I believe.
Yeah, I believe you're right on that one, a home playoff victory to boot.
1st and 10, handoff Alderson, tries the right side, has some good yardage up to the 37. That'll be a gain of about 4.
Look like we're getting some of the younger guys in too, which is a great experience for them. This comes out, we talked at the halftime show with Coach Alex Pennington and Coach Dina Hurt, cross-country coaches, about the youth and building that. To get these guys in here on that, it's helpful. And it's just a big thrill for them to get in a playoff game.
Number 20, Tristan Thurman is out there. He made a big play early on, maybe a momentum-changing play, recovering a fumbled kickoff to give the Hornets a second possession. We capitalize on that to go up 14-0. He's out on the field right now. Dow, handoff, big hole. Are you kidding me? Alderson past the 45, heading towards the 50. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Hornets.
We got Thurman, Tristan Thurman out there. We got Tyler Neal and Michael Verhaga at receiver. We'll get you some of the names of the guys. We got on
Tristan Proffitt's out there playing a little O-line.
Holden Carey as well.
Big Will Shirley still out there. You mentioned Holden Carey. Good catch there.
Got Mikey Bennett now playing tailback. When you can bring a Mikey Bennett in as a third-string tailback, that shows the weapons you've got.
Pretty good depth. Handoff, Mikey Bennett. Flag flies. They're going to get us for a hold there. Jaden Perry still out there plugging away at center and doing a great job.
Excellent flag throw.
Daniel Bragg always providing some entertainment with the PA. It's going to be a hold. 10 yards. The Hornets will be backed up inside.
I won't guess the 40. Excuse me, I won't guess who it's on, but from the reaction, I think I know. You saw a guy who was disappointed in himself. And look, these are the future of our Hornet offensive line here. Some of these guys in there get some, again, great experience.
Yeah, got some youngsters out there. Minute and a half to go. Handoff. Mikey Bennett spins, gets a couple to about the 42. It'll be 2nd down.
125 and counting. The Hornets 34. The Monroe County Falcons are going to end their season here tonight in the first round of the playoffs.
When you look at how this rivalry has played out over time, getting 1 win over Monroe County, that's nice. Getting 2 wins and a playoff win, that's special. Got an update, by the way, at the start of the 4th. Clinton County has scored. It's 23-12 now. How about that? It's a ball game. Thank you to Stevie Compton and to Chapzilla, both give me those updates. Under a minute. Hornets victorious. Moving on. Letting that clock run down. Probably another snap will do it. Football is in the hands of Dial, who hands it off. And the Hornets, it's time to celebrate. Don't have to snap it again. Hornet running back is down. That's Devin Alderson at the 49-yard line. He was tackled at the 49-yard line. He's fine. It's 3rd down. It doesn't matter. 20 seconds to go. And this game is going to be over. The Hornets win this game 34-6. Here's your final. Congrats to Coach LJ and the boys. They'll play again next week against the winner of Edmonson County and Clinton County for a district title. Again, it's enough just to have gotten to play, but to play well, to advance, couldn't be happier. The post-game show coming up next, sponsored by the Salvage Store. We'll talk to the coaches, rehash the game, get you some stats, and also we'll have the play of the game, sponsored by Pappy's Restaurant. We'll do all that after a 2-minute break. You're listening home for Hornet Sports and the KY Sports Guys, 99.1 The Halls.